champ is here. The champ is here. Oh, man. Who can hear me? Wait. 1 sec. Wait. We're coming. We can hear you, big man, says Krishnan. We can hear you. Well, if you can hear me, let's do this. I think it's time. People. Man like Ade, says Base the Kid. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? 1 second. It's not. All right. I'm here. What's good in the hood, people? What is good in the hood? You know what I need to get? I need to get this quickly. That there. So important. So important. Firstly, thanks everyone for the birthday wishes. I can't thank you enough for the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. The big 4-0. We are 40. The hell is going on? How the hell has that happened? You know what, by the way? I know I'm always behind. It's because this actually isn't live. This is delayed by like 30 seconds. When you do a live stream through YouTube, it's delayed by about 30 seconds. You know? So, yeah, that's what's going on. Oh. All right. All right. Who's in the building? Let me quickly say hello to a few people that are here. By the way, we're supposed to start this at 8:30. Then I thought, what's going on? Why are all the fights happening so quick? Rooney, AMUFC is in the building. Team Banchamek, Paul Taylor, Shian Burns. I'm sure I saw Base the Kid. Isaac Santos is here. Little Noosh. Adil's here. Talita is here. Jeez. We got a few of the regulars in the building. Thanks, people, for being here. Dean Baston's here. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very, very, very much. All right. So we're basically just coming to end of round 8 in this fight between Congo and Mickinson. Congo's losing this fight, by the way. I have Congo losing this fight by a couple of rounds. He needs to do something. I don't know what he can do because he can't work out Mickinson's style. And this is only a 10-round fight. Literally 2 more rounds and we are done. Oh, man. Who's in the building? Kieran Malcolm says it's round 9. Yes, Kieran, I know. Remember what I said? This live is like 30 seconds behind. I've always been wondering why am I not there with you guys. It's because the way it's done through the phone and through YouTube, for some weird reason, it's 30 seconds behind, which fucking pisses me off. But what can we say? What can we do? Nick Webb, by the way, where did that come from? Against Pfeiffer. Fantastic performance. And Yusuf Kamari looked really good. I have to say, really, really good. Yeah, I'm with, who's that? Who just said that? Nick Vincent said the commentators are biased. I have Congo losing. I have Congo losing as well. It just all looks technically good for Congo, but he lacks speed. He looks like he lacks a bit of pop in the punches. And by the way, Mickinson's not a puncher. Mickinson's made Congo stumble a couple of times. Obviously the knockdown, which is kind of a flash knockdown, but he made him stumble at the end of round 5 as well. Don't know. I'm not quite sure, man. S Calm, what you saying, Ade? Not much, bro. Not much. Just here, enjoying life, having a drink, celebrating the birthday, watching some boxing. Krishnan Sen says Congo's got an odd style. The funny thing is, it's Mickinson is the one that actually fights erratic, but I don't know. I just don't see enough from Congo. I'm watching it here, and he's on the back foot. He's popping out the jab, but it's really just a range finder. It's not like he's actually throwing that jab. He's always feinting. It just looks like a boxer that is technically very good, but he needed a bit extra, and he doesn't seem to have it for me. Doesn't seem to have it. But look, he's only 12 fights in. This is always going to be a tough fight against an unbeaten Mickinson, who everyone seems to avoid. Nick Vincent says, Ade, what are you drinking? Taliska. I'm drinking Taliska. Karma Serene sent me this. The bottle's over there. And it's really good. Really, really good. Adam Watson's in the building, says, bit boring this fight. I know it's not the greatest fight, is it? In the world. This is like, for Eddie Hearn, trust me, having spoken to Eddie Hearn a couple of times, this is a nightmare for him, what's going on right now. This is a nightmare. This is not what you want on a pay-per-view. And this is no disrespect to both of these fighters, but this isn't, people at home will be doing exactly what Adam said here and be like, oh, this is dead. And you don't want that. So yeah, this isn't a great fight, unfortunately. It's a bit scrappy, which is sometimes what you get when you get a southpaw fighting an orthodox fighter. But I just think it's been a boring fight as well, if I'm honest with you. Curtis Harvey says, Mickinson takes out Josh Kelly. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I'm not having that. No, he doesn't. No way. Big Nick says, Eddie ain't high on Congo at all. Maybe not. And people might say, okay, why is he on these shows? Congo's on these shows, obviously, because Congo is managed by Dillian Whyte. So that's why Congo's been on a couple of Dillian Whyte shows. So yeah, even if he doesn't like him, just because he's a Dillian Whyte fighter, if Dillian Whyte fights, Dillian Whyte will put him on the cards, which I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. Oh, hello. Someone's saying Povetkin in 6. Who's that? Bad Gasserus is saying Povetkin in 6. Jeez. Amandeep Jahal says, these fighters need to make their own name. Yeah. But trust me, if you can get an advantage, you take the advantage. It's like Campbell Hatton. People are upset that Campbell Hatton is so high on this card. I mean, his dad fucking kept boxing this country afloat for like 5 years. I'm sorry. Just because of his dad, he deserves to be this high up. Just because of his dad. Look, if he gets found out, he gets found out. But take the opportunities you can. If your dad's name's Ricky Hatton, you're not coming in on an undercard and being off the air before anyone watches the fights. You're Ricky Hatton's son. Okay, 1 second. Okay, this is interesting. Dr. Wolf Ticket says, Ade, I love the channel, but Taliska is pronounced with the emphasis on the first syllable. Ah, Taliska. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, someone scared me there. I thought I had the pronunciation wrong. All right, round number 10. Who's got this? If I'm honest with you, I've watched 7 of the rounds and I gave Congo a couple of those, I think, plus the knockdown in round number 1. It's going to be very, very difficult for Congo, unless he gets a knockdown, to stay unbeaten here, regardless of if he's Dillian Whyte's fighter or anything, regardless if he's got the title. It's only a WBO global title. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I think he's lost the fight, unfortunately. Matthew Macklin's got an 87-84 going into the final round. Yeah, sounds about right. That's what I said. He needs a couple of knockdowns, doesn't he? Cy H says Congo is down 3 or 4 rounds, but UK judges. UK judges? Mickinson's not from the UK. He's from the UK as well, isn't he? And he's from Portsmouth or something. George Manouche says, happy birthday, Ade. Love your channel and green chair. Thank you. It's a great chair, innit? It's an absolute... Someone came round the other day for my birthday. They've never been round before. And they're like, my God, that's the green chair. And they fucking sat in the green chair for about 2 hours. Oh, what's this one? Dan Edwards says, Ade, Lunga had a fight in Russia. This is a fighter in South Africa that I really like called Lunda Stemela. Had a fight in Russia tonight. Gave the Russian a big fright. Got knocked down twice himself. Then got 3 dodgy Russian scorecards. I need to watch that. That's a shame. Big Bundit says, Addy, what do you think of Oscar De La Hoya fighting on the Triller? On Triller, burning bridges with the zone. Think he's very salty over Canelo. I'm not sure about burning bridges. I just think he's going to get paid millions to fight on Triller, if I'm honest with you. I mean, as long as he still has the fighters that he's got, so Ryan Garcia obviously being the big one, then it's not like DAZN are going to say, look, we don't want to do business with you. He's got Ryan Garcia, who will be one of the biggest names in the sport. So, yeah. Congo keeps putting his hand up every time he lands, as if to try and tell the judges I've landed. It's too late. It's too late, man. Far too late. Mickinson for me has won this fight, and that's disappointing because I picked Congo. A lot of people that I know put money on this fight card had Congo in their like accumulators. So a lot of accumulators have been busted. Well, to be fair, a lot of them were busted anyway with that Pfeiffer losing to Webb, but this one now has really ended it for a lot of people. I mean, this isn't a good... I mean, look, not that you should take omens, but this is Congo, in my eyes, losing. We're going to get the scorecards in a bit. This is Pfeiffer, who's co-managed by Dillian Whyte, losing as well. Wardley's got a tough fight against Molina coming up. Obviously, Kumari won, but I mean, geez, it's not great. Ronan Harris says, I lost my accumulator already on Webb. Curtis Harvey says, Mickinson is only 26. Could still a belt in a couple of years. What belt, Curtis? What level are we talking about? Are you talking like European? Don't know. I don't know. To be fair, though, what is he now, Mickinson? 18-0 if he wins this, and he should win this, by the way. He's going to get chances. I think he's very highly ranked within the WBO rankings. If you can, check the rankings. I think he's like number 4 or 5. And if he wins this title, the WBO Global title, he might even go 3 or 4. So he's close. Curtis Harvey says IBF. I don't think he's anywhere in the IBF rankings, and he ain't winning. It's going to be difficult for him to get that high up. I thought you was talking about like European titles. He's not that good enough for a world title. He's awkward, but no, he's not. No, not at all. Look at messy this fight is. Oh God. Wayne Paget says he's ranked number 6. I'm saying that's high, right? That is very, very high. I do not want to hear a fucked up scorecard here, you know. I mean, I like Chris Congo. I've spoken to Chris Congo a couple of times. Nothing against him, but sorry, Mickinson's won that fight. I really don't want to hear a dodgy scorecard just because Mickinson isn't the name. He isn't the name. This is the first time a lot of people have even seen him fight. You better not get a dodgy scorecard. Janet, who I used to work with, is that? It can't be. I think it is. Hi, Ade. Hope you're well. Random. Love it. I used to work with Janet when I used to work at Islington Council. Islington Council, guys, for like 9 years. I worked with Janet for at least the last 5 of those years. Hey, Janet. All right. Let's see. Remember, guys, I am... Oh, God. Someone saying Congo's got this. Fully deserved. Who's got this? You guys are 30 seconds in front of me. It is Janet. Well done, Janet. Come on, Mickinson. Has Mickinson got it? Anthony Varda says, happy birthday, Addy. Just turned in now. Congo didn't look great this evening, did it? He didn't. He didn't look great, did he? Jeez. Mickinson's got it. Thank God. Thank God. Good win. Good win. That's good. Scorecards. Well done. And look what it means to him. How massive that is. Just because there are so many fighters over here in this country, or even around the world, who have got these amazing records, like Mickinson had, just don't get a chance. Avoided, don't get the opportunities, you know, not managed by someone big. And now this is it. This is his massive opportunity. Pay-per-view event that's going to be watched by 200,000 to 300,000 people. Have just seen Mickinson do that. Well done. Chris Congo will come again. E-Machines, you ask me this question all the time. E-Machines, bro, can you stream the fight on your channel? Yeah, sure. Let me just stream it and then let my channel get taken down. Every single time you ask the same bloody question. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. HBU says, what time's the fight? Now, this, I don't know. And the real reason I don't know this is because Mike Coppinger put something out there saying the fight's at 11 o'clock in the evening. It can't be. I mean, it's 7:45 now. There's only, you got Hatton in, what is he, in a 6-rounder? And then you got Wardley Molina that's not going more than 5 rounds. And then you got this one, Metcalf, JJ Metcalf versus Cheeseman will probably go the full, I don't know if it's a 10 or 12 rounder, but that's, yeah, it's British title fight, 12 rounds. That's going to go all the way, but the others are short. So yeah, I don't know. Artwork by the hand says, Addy, watch your liver on them spirits. Bro, I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about that. We healthy. Cheers, Dan. Thank you. Dan sent me the link to a fight I want to see. Big Matthew says, Addy, Molina said he doesn't even care if he wins. For fuck's sake. Get rid of him. I don't even know why he's on this card then. Jeez, man. If Molina came in shape and wanted to win, trust me, there's a chance there. There's a chance. That's a disgrace. Boom says, what is a WBO Global, Addy? I don't know. I don't know, if I'm honest with you. Like, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. But good luck to him. Well, you know what it does do? And look, I hate these belts, internationals, globals, all that crap. But what I will say is it opens up doors. Like now, him just having a belt round his waist just opens up doors. Because the average Joe at home just thinks that's a real legit world title. And like, broadcasters love a guy carrying a belt to the ring because some people at home don't know the difference between a global title and the real thing. So yeah. Jim Glasson says, who am I picking to win? Are you talking about Whyte Povetkin? I'm going Whyte. I think Whyte's going to get the job done. And I think Whyte's going to get the job done pretty early as well. But I mean, if he gets, like I have said, I think Whyte his punch resistance could be going. That's not a dig at him. It's just a case of when you get caught by big lumps that he's been caught with or caught by for the last 5-6 years, it will start to add up. And that knockdown was vicious when it was disgusting. So I'm going Dillian Whyte, but again, I wouldn't put a pound on it. Wouldn't put a pound on it. Oh, Muzzy Moyo's in the building, says, I think Whyte is getting slept in round 3. I like it, specific as well, round 3, you know. HBU says, Whyte should rough up Povetkin early. No, not for me. If Whyte tries to rush in and rush, like you say, he could get knocked out. Whyte's got to use that long jab and stay on the outside. That's what he's got to do. He's got to make it a bit boring, stay on the outside. If he engages with this guy who literally throws the shortest hooks in the world, danger. Danger, danger, danger. Patrick O says, hey, Ade, what were your thoughts on both Whyte's and Povetkin's weights yesterday? Doesn't surprise me. With these heavyweights, doesn't surprise me. Moving a few pounds here, a few pounds there. I mean, Whyte's been training for this fight since late September. Late September, early October. That's the fight camps he's had. Remember, the fight was supposed to happen, the rematch in November, then in January, and now it's happening now. So he's been fit. He's been in Portugal where it's been boiling hot. It doesn't surprise me that he's lost a lot of weight. Povetkin, we know, hasn't been training since, I think Povetkin had COVID, didn't he, in January? So Povetkin's probably not had a proper fight camp since the start of Feb. So he's going to be a bit heavier. So I'm not reading too much into that. Stephen, I saw someone say, okay, what's this? Stephen Townley says Whyte's a bum. He's not a bum. Come on, he's not a bum. Stop it. He's not a bum. Anyone that can get in there and do what they do, what these men do. I mean, look, I've got my own issues with Whyte because of the B sample, but I respect anyone that can get into those ropes, boy, because I ain't doing that. I am not doing that at all. Big Matthew says Povetkin is dangerous for 5 rounds. Dangerous for more than 5. Dangerous for more than 5. I saw Povetkin I was there. You guys know I was there. I keep saying it. I was there for Povetkin, Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter easily won the first half of that fight. Easily. So you're thinking the younger man is going to continue because he's got the better gas tank, is going to continue to kind of go away. Povetkin started chopping Michael Hunter down the second half of that fight. Chopping him down. So Povetkin's dangerous for the full 12, my man. Trust me on that one. Still got the faces. Ade, love the content. Belated happy birthday. Earth Day. Oh, I like that. Earth Day. Thank you. Can you believe I'm 40? Like, what the fuck? What is going on? And I didn't even celebrate it properly just because we're in lockdown. Just gutted. Gutted. Paul Taylor says, White will not wait for Fury. White will fight someone else. Yeah, White will just fight now, innit? White will fight. So I'm just reading a lot of your things. No Name says 40 is the new 50. Mr. A. Khan says time flies. You're damn right, time flies. Christopher Klaus says the big 40. Yes, the big 40. This is a good question. Very good question. Super chat here come from Steve Tiltelbaum. I probably butchered your name, Steve, and I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. I do. Why is Frampton not on BT? Don't know. Look, the way it works, and I'm not quite sure if you guys know how broadcasting works. So the broadcasters pay the rights for these things. So they'll pay. So they would offer, I don't know, we're gonna pay $1 million to have that fight, right? And it gets split then between the fighters. I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to offer the money for it. I know a lot of people think there's something a bit more sinister, like with the MTK Global Fund. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure, man. But now we are hearing that the fight will be on IFL TV and Channel 5. Make of that what you want. I mean, surely BT would have offered a lot more than whatever Channel 5 can be and whatever IFL are offering or charge. I don't know how it's worked, but strange. I mean, for us, right? I mean, for those of you that don't have BT Sports subscriptions, Channel 5 at IFL TV to watch a world title fight between Carl Frampton and Jamal Herring is a win-win. So I guess we can't complain. All right, Carl Green is close to getting blocked. Carl Green says AJ is a tool. We don't accept that over here, Carl. We do not accept that kind of language over here, my man. Ade, a lot of people say you hate Dillian and you never rated him. What is with that? What? I don't hate anyone. Hate's far too strong. Let me clarify a couple of things here. Hate, no chance. Rate him, absolutely. I've always said that I think Dillian Whyte is closer to the guys between 4 and 15 than he is to the top 3. So I think Wilder would beat him. I think Dillian Whyte would beat him. Sorry, Dillian Whyte would beat him. I think Fury would beat him, and I think AJ, who Sim beat him, would beat him. But I think those guys, I think so Wilder and Joshua would knock him out, and Fury could possibly stop him as well. I think he's closer to the other guys, like we're seeing now. Like a lot of people think some people think it's a 50-50 fight with Povetkin. Like, I don't think people would be super confident that he beats Hrgovic. Or some people think it would be a great fight with Michael Hunter. He's closer to those guys than he is to the top guys. That's what I've always said. But in terms of rating him, I rate him. Akaf Kiani, sorry, apologies, dude, says, Ade, you stand up for the UFC tonight? Yes, I am. Miocic versus Ngano. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shay Turnbull says, Wilder isn't top 3. He never was. Of course he was. Of course he was. How can this Wilder's never top 3? Base the Kid says, Ade, first Pesta, the Fifer, now Congo, White's whole stable getting picked off one by one. Very bad omen. Is that, bro? That's exactly what I said. I mean, look, Dillian Whyte will be in the back and he probably won't care about it, but it's not a good look, right? I mean, Pfeiffer was unbeaten and Nick Webb, and Congo was favourite to beat Mickinson. That happened. Boy. Adam Windle says, how did you score Mickinson versus Congo? Adam, I have to be honest with you, I didn't score it like that, but in my head I was thinking, oh, Mickinson won that round. So I had Mickinson by about 3-4 rounds, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. Team Banchamek says, Wilder is not top 3, Ade. Guys, we can't do this. When Wilder was going to fight Tyson Fury, Wilder was. Now, whatever. But when Wilder was going to fight, it's weird. We can't give Tyson Fury so much plaudits for beating Wilder and then say Wilder wasn't top three. When Wilder was going to fight Tyson Fury the second or first time round, Wilder was a top three heavyweight. He was. I'm not having that. I'm not, no way. That win over Ortiz, whether or not you guys rated Luis Ortiz was legit. And he stopped him. That's a solid win. I don't know about all the other stuff on the resume. I'm not going to, but Ortiz at that time, the first one, not the second one, the first one, legit win. Legit win. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stephen Toll says, Ade, how you doing? Not bad. Can't complain, Stephen. Just 40 now, you know what I mean? Fuck. Okay, what's this? Callum Gallagher says, cannot stomach Wilder as a person, but he would deal with Whyte. This is it, right? Like, I know people, like, I get the Wilder thing. In terms of, especially the way in which he's handled the loss, it's like, oh. But telling you now, Wilder will ice people. Like, he would ice people. Wilder's power ain't a joke. Like, again, we can't give Fury so much props for beating Wilder and not rate Wilder, you know? Carl Green says, Ortiz is 156 years old. What a random big number. Like, not even 66. Man went for the whole 156. Dillian says, Usyk makes Wilder look silly. If they ever fought, probably won't happen, though. It's all ifs and buts, my man. Probably. But let me tell you now, if Wilder catches him, if Wilder hits that guy clean, jeez. I've never seen someone, the way Wilder decapitates people, yeah? Like, we've all seen heavyweights hit. He literally hits heavyweights and their legs go backwards or they fly in the air. It's fucking like Rocky. He literally hits people when they jump off the ground. If Wilder hits him, jeez. Big Matthew says, these guys are wild. I swear they listen to Hatman and Sporting Icons only. I'm pretty sure of it. Baz H says, are we sure Ortiz was legit? Ortiz was legit, you know. You just only have sometimes, just watch, like, you know, when we do the resume thing, and I get it. We do the resume thing, and I get it. Ortiz's resume ain't that. Trust me. I get it. But don't even listen to what Max Kellerman, go and listen to Doug Fisher, those people, like boxing people, about what they said about Ortiz. Ortiz was legit. Just didn't have that fight. I agree. Wilder, he caused Wilder problems, but then Wilder iced him. Ain't a joke. That power ain't a joke. Ain't a joke. I'll name this account later. Says, Ade, Virgil Ortiz versus Sean Porter for the summer would be great. Fight. What do you think? Would be great. Yeah, I'd rather see Virgil Ortiz. Yeah, actually, yeah, Sean's a good one. Sean's a good shout. I was thinking of, no, you know what? Sean's a good shout, you know. Don't know if it's going to get that fight. I don't see how Sean's going to want to fight Virgil Ortiz, if I'm honest with you. He gets nothing from fighting Virgil Ortiz. So Sean is trying to chase Crawford right now, but Crawford doesn't seem to know what he wants to do, which is a bit of a joke. I said, all right, so we've not even got to the Campbell-Hatton fight yet. They are really delaying this. This is what I fucking hate when they do things like this. We're still talking about Wilder, ain't we? What were we? Remember when you called everyone a Polish cab driver? I didn't do that. Oh, you know, this thing, SE, stop. This thing here needs to stop. There's a few sayings in boxing that just need to go. And this is one of them. Ortiz is a fake boogeyman. Sound like a Wilder fanboy, Ade. That fanboy thing? God, stop it, man. We're too grown up for it. Like, can't you just have a debate without calling, like, I'm not even a fan of Wilder. Not even a fan of him. You know, if you want to call me a fanboy of anyone, I'm an AJ fanboy. I'm a Gennady Golovkin fanboy. Who else am I a bit of a fanboy of now? I like Conor Ben. Bit of a fanboy of Conor now. I'll just say what I see. And I just remember seeing Ortiz thinking this guy moves fantastic and he's going to have a bit of a problem. Vuk says, brother, what happened with that chair? What's up with the chair? Oh, you mean this? It got old and ripped. Layla Jason says, Ade, are you live streaming the boxing tonight? When you say live streaming, Layla, do you mean, am I showing it? Like, am I going to turn it around? No. If that's what you're asking, no. Raps on TV's in the building. Raps is getting, Raps, yeah? Raps get some guests, Can't lie, I'm kind of jealous of Raps get some guests. In the last, 4 weeks, David Benavides, Joshua Boazzi, Lawrence Okoli. Lawrence Okoli twice. Go and check out Raps on TV, man. Good stuff. Crawford needs to figure out what he wants to do. Agreed, man. Agreed. He really does need to figure out what he wants to do. All right, SE says, Ade, honestly, who has Ortiz beat? Sam Max Kenneman says he's legit, ain't enough. Who is he fought? See, this is the argument. Like, who is he beat? Yeah, I agree, 100%. Who is he fought? I mean, it's not like he's fought Dillian Whyte or anyone else that you want to chuck in. AJ, he's not fought those guys. Look, now, no chance. I admit, no chance. He's done. He's washed. I'm telling you now, there was a time 4 or 5 years ago where I would have put him in with anyone, and he would have been a problem for all of them. Like a southpaw that can hit, can move, can box. Like a lot of these guys I watch in the heavyweight division, can't lie to you, a lot of the top guys ain't great boxers. They just have tremendous power. Ortiz could actually box. But Wilder had the equalizer, and that was that. Mark D says, happy 40th Ade. Thanks, Mark. Thank you, dude. I need to kind of just accept that I am 40 and celebrate it. Like, I didn't even put it up on my Instagram. I just kept it quiet because I was like, fuck, I ain't telling people that. That is the last drink for tonight. We're only doing one. Yeah, fought Brian Jennings. And that, by the way, Big Matthew says Luis Ortiz fought Brian Jennings. He did fight Brian Jennings, and that was a decent Brian Jennings as well. And he made Brian Jennings, pretty sure he made Brian Jennings cry at the end of the fight. Brian Jennings was so upset. That was a good win. Jezzy says AJ fanboy. What did Jezzy say? Oh, I can't even say it's gone. That's just silly. I'm not even going to read out that question. Actually, let me read it out. Fuck it. GNPWDR. Can you just get a better name? Change it. It's too much. Unless it stands for something. Ade, does the fact that Dillian Whyte is the first black person to appear on British Sterling mean that his legacy is bigger than AJ's or Fury's? That was surprising, by the way, but it's a big thing. It's a big thing. Callum Gallagher says 2000 Ortiz was solid. Oscar Pick says shouldn't have to wait this long between fights. Agreed. It's embarrassing. Like, they should cater for us. I feel like they're not catering to us, UK. This is a UK fight card, and the main event should be 9 o'clock latest. Like, the idea of this main event being 10:30 is going to piss me off because I've got to then talk for 3 hours. But I can do it. W. Thornton says, saying hi now, my wife always plays up when the boxing is on. This is big though. It's so strange for me to see Hatton coming out. I remember watching the 24/7 series and he was like a little kid. Jeez. Even literally, even what he is literally, this is an obvious statement, mini Ricky Hatton, isn't he? Spitting image. Madness. Oh, this is good. I did watch him though. His fights are on YouTube as an amateur. And I don't know, let's just hope that his style can translate to the pros, because as an amateur I was a bit didn't see much there, if I'm honest with you. 2-6. Main event. Gosht says main event is at 9:30. Ain't it because Gibraltar is 1 hour ahead? Doesn't matter, does it though? No one fucking in Gibraltar's watching it. This is a good question. Paul Clayton says, Ade, what's happened to Radio Raheem? I don't know. I know Radio Raheem does a lot behind the scenes with other famous people. Like I know he's very close to the likes of Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, and I think he was part of their production team. So maybe he's just decided to do that. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting though, right? Because Radio Raheem, in terms of an interviewer, was one of the best, man. He was really, really good. Does anyone know? Does anyone know what's going on to Radio Raheem? Oh, here we go. CRB's back in the building. Guess what he's talking about, people? Have a guess. But he does say this, though, and I think that's backing me up for once. If Ortiz had fought White or AJ when he was AJ mandatory, these guys would run through Piccadilly screaming his name. P.S. AJ Fury won't happen. There was a time, and this is it. Obviously, I've made thousands of videos. You can check. And I think I was asked the question, would Ortiz beat AJ and White? And I said, yeah. I said, yeah. And I'm an AJ fanboy. I said, yeah, he would. So that's how high I was on him. Deccan says, Raheem still shook from that Wilder interview. Remember when Radio Raheem was on the Joe Rogan podcast? By the way, a lot of people are upset about the level of opponent that Hatton's got here. What did they expect him to fight in his first... Like, what do you expect him to fight? Jeez. Rosh Rahushtin says, Ade, do you watch Max on Boxing on ESPN or YouTube? I don't at all. The Kid King of Cars says, who would win, Prime Hay or Prime Usyk? I don't know, you know. I might have to go Prime Hay, you know. I mean, hey, I don't know, man. Look, Usyk's had some trouble, you know, in fights. Like, I think people's memories about Usyk are very, like, just what they want to remember. Like, Brady's, go and watch that fight. That's a tough fight. It's not like he's run through everyone at cruiserweight and it was just easy work. It was never that. I think maybe some people have only started watching Usyk in his last couple of fights. So the Gassiev one and the Bellew one. And yeah, granted, he looked great against those guys. But David Haye, I think, David Haye would have done exactly, peak David Haye, by the way, not obviously old David Haye, would have done exactly the same that he did to Bellew, if not earlier. Gassiev would have been a bit of a tougher fight because Gassiev's just tough. I think Haye could have done exactly the same thing. All right, let's see how little Campbell Hatton gets on. To be fair, though, I mean, he's fighting someone that they probably had a word with as well at the back. Look, just fucking lose the fight, right? He's fighting someone with no ambition to win. None. Vlog Moment says, Usyk stops Haye late. I just had a thought about this guy actually knocking Campbell Hatton down. Got to be careful, this Campbell Hatton. Looks a bit, he's going to be a bit reckless, isn't he? Because he's just nervous and it's his first fight and he wants to show off, obviously. First fight as a pro, pay-per-view event. He's got to just take a couple of steps back and just chill out a bit. Just get your jab going. Someone says, Big Bunda says, Ade, would you beat this guy? What do you think? What, the one that Campbell Hatton's fighting? Yeah. I think I could have him. All fucking day long. I'm not even playing. I think I could. Give me a couple of weeks, get in some decent shape, I'll have him. I'm fucking double his size. Dillian says he looks like Conor Benn when he started reckless, throwing bombs. Yeah, he's going to be, isn't he? He's just going to be. Nice little body shot, though. He's going to be. The comparisons to his dad is too much. Oh, nice couple of hooks from Campbell. Too many problems. Someone saying that I wouldn't win. You're having a laugh. I'm like 200 pounds. No, I don't know, actually. He's a boxer, really. He's a professional boxer. Let me not take the piss. Well, he's not professional. He's a part-time boxer. You never know. You never know. All right, someone saying, what time, Ade? Let's sync up. I'm at 1:02 in the very first round. Ade, our name is accountant there. It says, Ade, what do you think is going on with PBC? They aren't putting on any big shows like Matchroom. I don't know. Vlog Moment says, word on the street, Ade's got a glass chin. Well, that's obviously wrong. That's obviously not true. Big Bandit says, chin up, legs crossing, not great to be honest. Still young though. Yeah. And again, like I said, I watched it's not like this guy's coming off an amazing amateur sort of record. Like, fought for his country in Europeans and world, nothing. There's none of that. So there's going to be a lot of learning on the job with this kid. Just swinging for the fences too much. It's got to take his time, man. Jeez. Shian Burns says, Ade, what's your boxing history? Not much, just a little bit, if I'm honest with you. I fought for Newham Boys Boxing Club as an amateur until my mum if anyone, like African parents, boxing, it's a fucking no-no, mate. So that kind of got done quickly. But my brother used to box with him as well. Big Matthew says, these fighters who fight in their father's shadows rarely do as well as the fathers, except Floyd. I don't know about that. There's been some decent, it's a difficult one, man. I mean, it's always going to be difficult. I mean, look at Chavez Jr. I mean, people diss him. He won a world title. Obviously, look, never going to be Chavez Jr., but it's difficult. I think Chris Eubank Jr.'s had a little good run at it. I don't think it's been too shabby. I don't even look at their first 10 fights. Like, it's obviously going to fight absolutely nobody, and then we'll see. Vlog Moment says, Ade, would you let your kid do boxing? No. No way, Jose. No chance. No chance. Crazy Carper says, David Price versus Hughie Fury. Oh, this is only a 4-rounder. I thought it was a 6-rounder. Yeah, they're talking about that fight. How random is that, by the way? So Hughie Fury's coming off, I think, a career best performance. So I'm just watching his camera. He needs to... it's so difficult. I don't even want to critique him because it's his first fight. So Hughie Fury's coming off a career best performance, I thought. Some people might argue that against Marius Vac. Remember, he got cut early, but I still think he looked good, looked aggressive. When he got cut, started boxing on the back foot well, and you give him David Price. What's David Price done to deserve that? And then not only that, but Eddie was talking about possibly putting that on, if it happens at all, the AJ Fury undercard. I mean, David Price, how many fucking pay-per-view events is David Price going to get wheeled out on? Jeez, man. Bit bad. Bit bad. Ronan Harris says, Campbell Hatton will have a lot of learning fights before he has any serious opposition. He will, but he's going to be the hunted now. That's the problem, and the fear I have for him is that everyone's going to want to take him out now because of who his dad is. So they're going to have to really match him carefully. And I mean super carefully because, I mean, I know it's his debut, but I've seen a lot better debuts than this. A lot better. 2 seconds. Andy Stone says, I'll be controversial and say Junior has no future in boxing. That's too controversial, man. It's too early. Come on. Too early. This is actually good for him, though. I'm happy that he's not just thrown and this guy just crumbled. Kelly Noonan says, Fury won't fight AJ, not a chance. Jeez, I hope you're wrong, if I'm honest with you. Big Matthew says, David Price is Eddie's backup when his cards fall apart. Phones up Price with a few $100,000. The card's not falling apart, though. I mean, everyone and their dog, every man and his dog is going to want to be on that fight card. So, I don't know. But look, for now, I mean, CRB could be right? Doesn't look like fucking the fight card's going to happen. Dan Edwards says he's fighting like he's in a Moss Side bar brawl. Yeah, it's not. And he actually looks shattered as well, doesn't he now? Looks really tired. This is round 2. Looks really tired. Again, guys, I've watched this kid as an amateur. It's so difficult to diss him in it because it's the first fight, man. Jeez. Vlog Moment says, nervous energy in his first professional. That's what it is. This is a huge stage. Huge stage. And he's had obviously so much press. He's done interviews and So, you know what the problem is? Fighters like this really shouldn't be fighting on pay-per-view. Like, he shouldn't be, there's only, what, 2 more fights until the main event. He shouldn't be the full fight before a massive pay-per-view card. He should just not be that. He really should be learning his trade, like York Hall, Bethnal Green, and all those places, not a pay-per-view card. I'm trying to think, did Conor Benn or even Chris Eubank Jr. fight, was their first fight a pay-per-view attraction? I can't remember. Maybe. I can't remember. What was this? Ade, why are you so sexy? Ugh, I don't know. I have to ask my mum and dad. Should I give her a call? Big Bundy says, what happened in Melina fight? Not happened yet. Melina fight, I think, in fact, Melina fight's co-main event. Let's hope that one is done very quickly so we can get to the fucking main event. Cy H says he is very raw and virtually no amateur career, but he's very young and has all the time in the world to learn. Yeah, very true. Very true. So the question is then, why not stay as an amateur? If he has all the time, if he's so young, why have they rushed him to turn pro? Learn your trade as an amateur, surely. I don't know. Look, he's winning the fight, right? He's landing all the shots here. He's going to win. But they brought in this opponent for him to look really good at. What they're going to say is after the fight is going to say things like, oh, we wanted him to get the rounds. And it was, no. You don't want him to get the rounds. You just want you want him to win spectacularly as well. So this guy was chosen because, yep, we've seen him. He's had 10 losses. And Campbell Hatton's going to get rid of this kid. Not this. But again, first fight. First fight can't be too difficult. Quinn 40 says, yes, Ade. How are you, brother? I've just bought the fight on Now TV. Hatton round 3. Just started on my TV. Okay, so you are probably where I am as well then. Probably where I am. What's everyone saying about this? Mike Henry says he's gassed already. Luca Basso said Conor Benn was chief support, but not sure what headline fight was. Could have been a pay-per-view. It wasn't a pay-per-view. It wasn't. 100% wasn't. None of them were pay-per-views. None of them. There's no way Conor Benn is going to be chief support first fight on a pay-per-view. No way. Raps on TV. I could be wrong here now. Raps, confirm it for me. Ben was on the AJ versus Martin card. Okay, so he wasn't chief support, but he was on the card. Jeez, man. Kieran Malcolm says it as well. Conrad Boxon says, I'm more upset by the Congo loss. Gray Zer says, give him a break. First fight. Yeah, agreed. Look, agreed. I agree. You know what it is, though? You still want to see something, don't you? I don't know what it is. Sometimes I like to see certain things. But look, he's tough as hell. And not many people remember people's first fights. Like, I can't remember anyone's first fight. So, I mean, Bernard Hopkins, the great Bernard Hopkins, I'm pretty sure lost his first or second fight. One of the greatest middleweights of all time. So, you can learn a lot. Doesn't matter. Crazy Carper says, has Wardley been on yet? No. Fabio is chief support. What we got here? Adil Shakut says Hopkins was a different gravy, Ade. Certainly was different gravy, but I bet no one was saying that when he lost his first fight. Or was it his second fight? I don't know. Nick Vincent says, Ade, time check. Nick, we just literally ended round 3. So I'll let you know when we start round 4. Jen Dit Commando says, how's Hatton getting on? Yeah, tired. Like, literally unloaded the full tank, unloaded the full clip in the first round, and it's a bit not great since then. But again, it's his first fight. So, look, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Up the Villa says, did you see Zach Parker win last night? He's quality, bro. He is good. He's good. They're showing the replay of that round. I mean, his opponent landed a couple of stiff jabs, you know. I'm not trying to say he won that round, but... Rowan Perry says, Ade, how you doing? Not bad, Rowan. Not bad at all. Just happy for you guys to be here with me on this Saturday night. Thank you for everyone that has joined the live, as always. Much appreciated, people. Much appreciated. We got here. What's this? George MCR97 says, did you see G-Man dissing you with TM Booth? I did not see that. G-Man would certainly not do that, so stop causing trouble. Jesus. Alex Hyde said Sunday morning in Tasmania. Couple of good shots here from Campbell, trying to go to the body and dig again. Just tired, man. I can't lie, the kid is shattered. And this is why you do 4 rounders for guys on their debut. A couple more rounds here, and this could have been interesting. And he's fighting against a guy that has had pro fights, had way more pro fights than him. Yes, he's lost them all, but it's had pro fights. Adel, you doing the UFC? Says Adel Shukat. No, Adel, I'm not. I'm watching it, no doubt, but not doing it. Ivan Lewis says, when is the main event on? Ivan, you're probably looking at about 9:30. Remember, we've got 2 more fights before we get to the main events. You've got Ted Cheeseman versus JJ Metcalf. That's going to go all the way to 12, I believe. Fabio Wardley versus Eric Molina is probably going to go 4 or 5. And then obviously the main event. W. Camden says, not impressed at all with this performance. Long way to go. Debut, though. Debut. W. Camden, debut. What's this? Rec Jargo says, hit the like button, guys. Oh, thank you. Hit the like button, peeps. Hit the like button. Andy Clark has it 30-27 to Campbell Hatton. He's won the fight. Amandeep Jahal says, this kid is not making it. How have you come to that decision in his first fight? You know, the thing is, Amandeep, is that we normally don't see no one on their first fight. Like literally when we see fighters, it's when they're like 10, 11 fights in. Do you know what I mean? Like how many of you saw Mickinson, who was on the fight before Congo before? So give him time. It's his first fight. Like I want to see him, go back to the drawing board, work on a bit of cardio, and then we'll see. Quinn 40 says, Ade, you missed my first chat, bro. What the hell? I think you're way behind. I'm watching Hatton round 4 of 4. I'm watching Now TV. No, I read it out, Quinn. So I am, what am I? I'm literally right at the end of this fight now, round 4 as well. Yep, fight's over for me. So the fight is just over. If anyone wants like a time check, the fight is just ended for me. He looks shattered. Jeez. But he's got the job done. He's won. That's the main thing, right? You get the W. That's it. Kieran Malcolm says, let's give Campbell Hatton time to grow and improve. He's only 20 years old with the world watching him. There's 2 ways to look at that. Some people might say, oh yeah, he's only 20 years old with the world watching him. Like, his name puts him in a position where he is fighting on major pay-per-view events. Like, really and truly, I would like to see him fight, small hall shows, leisure centers, to kind of grow quietly behind the scenes. But it's not going to happen, right? His name's Campbell Hatton. He's always going to be in this position, like Chris Eubank, like Conor Benn. Let's just see. Let's see what can happen. Oh, he's showing a good body shot there that he landed. Let's see. Someone just says, I'm still not convinced, Ade. Who said that? Andy Stone says, Ade, I'm still not convinced. Mike Henry says, let's be easy on him. If his name went Hatton, he'd be on the opener or the next gen show. Yeah, that's it. Maybe that's something that they'll look at. Maybe it's a case of, okay, let's take him out of the limelight a little bit. Especially when he does see the criticism, because you know what people are like on social media. He's going to get a lot of stick now. But again, the most important thing, get the W. He's got that now. You move on. That's it. But look at what he did good. Look at what he did bad. He's got an experienced team around him. He's got Matthew Hatton. Matthew Hatton fought for world titles. He's got Ricky Hatton around him as well. 258 management, AJ, and a lot. They'll know what to do with him. Trust me. Jeff Brady, switching gears here, says, David Adeleye is looking dangerous. Did you see him last night? I did, but I mean, he fought a guy in his debut. I mean, I like Adeleye, obviously, because, he's a big guy, he's a good guy as well, but I'm not going to rate him when he's fighting a guy on his debut. Do you know what I mean? And the guy was like, I think the guy weighed in at something like 15 stone or something. So yeah, let's let him step up in a couple of years or in the next year. Then I'll know what to say about him. Amandeep Jahal says 22 and struggling to do 4 rounds. Oh my God, Amandeep, you act like boxing's easy. You my God, I think I sometimes think that like the fitness. We underestimate how fit you have to be. It's not even an age thing. We just underestimate how fit you have to be. He blew his gas tank. As I said, he let the clip go in the first round. That's all he did. He had nothing left. I think he fought, and as we all did, looking at the guy's resume, oh, this guy's lost 10 times. I'm going to blow him out in the first round. The guy was still standing. It's like, oh, shit, what do we do? What do we do? I'm done. I have nothing left. The guy's still here. Man, oh man. They're interviewing Fabio Wardley in the changing room. Fabio Wardley, literally no amateur background, white collar boxer. To get to this, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, there you go. Good shout. See, I didn't even know this. W. Candom says the guy's lost 10 times, but has only been stopped once. To be fair, then, they should know that as well, and he shouldn't have gone off like a fucking steam train in the first round. They should have looked at that as well. All right. So many questions coming through. I love this. Thank you, people. Khalid says, disappointed with Campbell. What was you expecting, my man? Khalid, tell me, what was you expecting? Conrad Boxton says, how much energy you lose in your punches? I don't know. When you're tired, it must be a lot, right? Big Bundit says, Wardley versus Dubois. Nah, not yet. Rowan Perry says, Addy, what's your prediction for Miocic versus Ngano? I don't know, Like, I think that Ngano's going to get the better of him if I'm on it, but I mean, I keep sleeping on Miocic. Miocic is the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time. I mean, it's between him, Cain Velasquez. Yeah, I think Miocic is the greatest, actually, so I can't keep sleeping on him. And he looks in so much better condition now as well. But I do think Ngano's going to knock him out. I think Ngano's got that power to put a fucking anyone to sleep. And I think he'll do it tonight or this morning. We'll see. I'm gonna pronounce this correctly. Esolarius. Got it. Hi, Ade. Great show as always. Where would you put Povetkin and Whyte in the top 10 heavyweights? Good question. Like, is Povetkin now higher than Whyte? Do you know? Is he? I'm thinking 5 and 6. But I'm in my head then, if I'm saying 5 and 6, who are the 4? Because really and truly, for some reason, I've got Usyk as 4. But Usyk hasn't done anything at heavyweight. But I just know that Usyk could cause problems to these guys. Let me think. That's a good question. I'm going to give you my top 10. Give me like 5 minutes to think of my top 10 and we're doing it. We're doing it. Big Bundit says number 5, the winner, in my opinion. Hatton saying the nerves got to him tonight. They're going to. You're a human. Like, I don't know. You guys must have had a little fight on the cobbles before. You must have had a little scrap. I don't care who you are. It will get to you. Let alone being live on TV and all the press and all. It's going to get to you, man. And there's nothing you can do to control that. So good luck to Campbell Hatton and what he wants to do, because there's a lot of pressure on him. But again, he's got some amazing people around him, so he's good. Nathan Francis, yes, Ade. Good evening, mate. Good evening, brother. Good evening. Adam Matloob says, what time is the ring walk? For the main event, I'll say the ring walk's about 9:30. 9:30, quarter to 10. Although Mike Coppinger were trying to say 11:30, which just isn't possible. There's no way. 0251 MCGRE says, Ade, what's your tipple tonight, bro? Which whiskey? I've got a bottle of, I'm going to pronounce this wrong because someone said I said it wrong the other day, or just now, Talisker. But we're going to call it Talisker. Fuck what that person said. Talisker. Sizer Campbell says, good evening, Ade. Through Mofor says, good job, Ade. Thank you. Ghetto Junior says, thinking he is going to be his dad is going to be his problem. I get that. But if you've watched your dad, understand this, Ghetto Genius. If you've grown up watching your dad is like your hero and he is Superman. Why are you not going to want to try and emulate him and be like him? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Like I see Conor Benn and all I think of, he reminds me of Nigel. He can try and his hardest to, he reminds me of Nigel. And then you've got Chris Eubank Jr., who clearly is like Chris Eubank. Just the way it is. I don't know. I don't know what he's supposed to do. He's grown up watching Ricky Hatton. He's going to be like him. But you're right, he does need to come out of his shadow, but that's not going to happen yet. He will become his own man eventually. Remember like back in the day when Chris Eubank was coming through, he used to be in press conferences and not even say a word, and his dad used to talk. It used to be so weird. And then I remember there was a time where it all switched and he then started taking the lead and became his own person. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Quinn 40 says, sorry, dude, you didn't miss my first chat. I know I didn't, brother. I know I didn't. You seem to be reading chats quite late. Hatton fight finished 5 to 10 minutes ago on my TV. I'm currently watching Hatton interview. It's now 8:30. It is now 8:30 for me as well. I'm watching Eddie Hearn talk to Campbell Hatton. So many questions coming through. We are literally trying to get through as many questions as humanly possible. Toby Davis says, that's a good starter whiskey, Ade. What's a good whiskey, people? Let me know. Someone bought me some fantastic crystal glasses. You know what are they called? Where you put the whiskey in them and it's kind of out. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't remember what it's called. But I'm trying to think of what to fill those things up with. And I was going to go with Talisker and some rum, but maybe you can let me know, educate me on what's a good drink. Alex Hyatt says, bets on White KO in the 7th. Not a better man, really, but sounds about right, doesn't it? That's kind of where I'm thinking, if I'm honest with you. That or earlier. I think that or earlier. White does look like he, for as fit as White is, and look, White's gone 12 rounds a few times, he does look like someone that gasses very quickly. Maybe it's just the way he fights. So I'm thinking it needs to be a bit earlier. That's what I think, but we'll see. Alexander Wilson says, speaking of Nigel Benn, Gerald McClellan's sister, Lisa, still takes care of him by herself to this day, according to Nate Campbell. Yeah, man, that was sad. That was sad. That's boxing. It's boxing. There needs to be something put in place for boxers after fighting, like some sort of pension, some sort of, like, whether it's like, I don't know whether it's the British Boxing Board of Control or whoever deals with it in whatever country takes 5 or 10% from their purse and gives it to them as a lump sum when they retire. Fighters might get mad at that now, but they'll benefit from it when they're done. Like, to see Gerald McClellan the way he is without no care, it's horrible. It's horrible. That fight, yeah. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember all the, like, McClellan was a fucking gangster. Like, he was scary. Remember, like, they're just showing the way he was working out, and that he came and he had like 2 pit bulls next to him. Like, literally, that was a brutal fight. Brutal. I've never really been scared for Ben in a fight. That fight was when I was really scared for Ben. Crazy Carper said, Woods Navy rum, thank me later. I'll thank you now. I've already got it in the kitchen. I've already got that one. Very good. You know what? That's it. Decanters. That's what they're called. It was very cheap as well, that Woods rum. Woods Navy rum. I got it. Jameson is a good whiskey for starters. Yeah. Amandeep Jahal says, there isn't that much money in boxing. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Just that boxers need to now promote themselves a bit more. I think we're seeing it with the bloody Paul brothers, how much money is out there in the world of boxing. There's a lot of money in the sport. Problem is, there's a lot of money for the top 1% and the top, say, 2%. It doesn't trickle down. The problem is, how do the people below it get the money? But there's a huge, how can you say there's not a lot of money in boxing when Canelo's on a 360 or was on a $365 million contract with DAZN? There's a huge amount of money in the sport. It just doesn't trickle down enough. Doesn't trickle down enough. Pound for pound boxing. Happy birthday, Addy. Until Ben Odom gives me a job, this will have to do. Don't spend it all at once. Love the content and fan interaction. Would love to do some videos with you in the future. I am down to do some videos, you know. There is a channel that I'm going to be doing something with on Thursday. I should know who they are. I was looking for my other phone. Yes, I'm down. I'm down, man. I like talking boxing. So you got a good channel? Even if you've not got a good channel, if you've got a channel, get me on. Get me on. Alexander Wilson says, Jim Watt and the UK team saying Gerald McClellan quit on the broadcast was disgusting, taking bias to a different level. I remember it. It was difficult, though, at the time because you just didn't know, did you? At the time, he went down and he was starting to blink and you're like, what's going on? It's funny because that's kind of very similar to Dubois and the way Dubois went down and almost started to blink, right? And everyone was like, obviously Dubois is fine and recovered, but it's very, very similar. And obviously Gerald McClellan obviously went on to do, so it went really bad, but you just don't know at the time. It did look like he was quitting. Would I ever say that as a broadcaster? No. But it looked like that from the outside looking in. All right, what we got? Again, trying to read the questions. Mark D says, after Patrick Day, that was the boxer that passed away, people, he considered stopping watching. Yeah, I have, sometimes I do wonder why we love and watch the sport. The sport is as dangerous as it comes, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, it's a dangerous sport, man. Hassan Kili says, good evening, Ade, boss man. Like, I think you guys have heard the story, but I was commentating in South Africa. This must have been, I'm going to say 3.5 years ago at a venue called Carnival City. And the fighter, so the favorite lost. Not only did he lose, he died. He died, I'm going to say about an hour later, collapsed in the ring, stretchered him out, died. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Unbeerified beer. Sorry, Bear says, Mount Gay is a superior rum. Got it. I got Mount Gay. Very good. Very, very good. Nathan Francis says, oh, and it seems your birthday. Happy birthday, bro. It is my birthday, people. It's my birthday. It was, anyway. Thursday. Your boy turned 40. Your boy turned 40 on Thursday. Boy. 2 secs. Alexander Wilson says Gerald McClellan was lying on the floor in the ring while Ben was talking trash, and they were talking about him quitting. Yeah, but it's the sport, unfortunately. It's horrible. Like, people, this sport is come on, we know what it is. This is it. Like, I watch it now, and we all kind of know what it is, right? Like, all the drug cheats and the other things that go on behind the scenes, but we still watch it. We have to question ourselves because we obviously are the ones that feed into it. We pay for everything, right? We are the fans, and we're the ones that tune in and buy the pay-per-views, and we know what we're watching. We know how brutal this sport is. I mean, I've interviewed fighters after, and they can't even put a couple of words together. I've interviewed fighters. There was one fighter, I'm not going to mention his name, but I called him up to interview him for my channel, and even my production team were like, we need to stop this interview because it was literally, couldn't put a couple of sentences together. And I felt so bad. I felt so sorry for him. And like, it's like the sport will chew you up and spit you out. That's what this sport does. Chew you up and spit you out. That's why I always say, and people laugh, get in, get rich, get out. Like I've said, AJ Fury, especially the kind of money we're hearing, which is stupid, right? 100 million, 150 million, whatever. get that money, stop. That's what I would do. Done. What more do I want? Like, the sport's too dangerous. How many people have literally carried on and on and on, and it's just like brain cells are getting bashed up. Like, stop when you can. It's crazy sport. Quinn 40 says, totally forgot. Happy belated brother. Thanks, Quinn. Honestly, much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for all the messages. Fucking hell, they're showing Ted Cheeseman here. He looks in incredible shape. Wow, that's serious condition. Serious condition. What got here? Matthew D'Souza. This is funny. De La Hoya versus Mayweather on Triller. They couldn't afford to get both. I'm telling you that now. Mayweather would want silly money, but he would take the fight in a heartbeat. He would take it in a heartbeat. Liam Horgan says, Ade, most down-to-earth boxer you've met? George Groves? George Groves was so relaxed. Like, just unbelievably nice. Johnny Nelson, very, very cool as well. AJ's a bit relaxed, you know, just cool. I'll tell you who was really relaxed and surprised me when I went to interview him, because I was expecting this big entourage, Dillian Whyte. When I interviewed Dillian Whyte for Sky, about a year ago, he was so relaxed and just laughing and joking. There was about 5 people waiting to do interviews, like big broadcasters. He was just cool with everyone, like literally cool with everyone. So yeah, I'll say Dillian Whyte is very down to earth. Dillian Whyte is like, what you see is what you get. Like, there's been no media training. It literally, what you see is where the other like top boxers and top sports stars, you kind of feel like the answers are so, like footballers, when they answer a question, it's like, oh, fucking hell, kill me now. But Dillian Whyte is just as relaxed as you can get. Curtis Harvey, what about Carl Froch? Yeah, Carl was cool. Carl's very, very cool. Loves himself, but hey, you know, Carl's cool. 2 seconds. What else we got here? Ronan Harris says Gorman versus Wardley if he beats Molina. If Wardley beats Molina, this is the problem with Wardley, you know. If he beats Molina, who's coming off a loss to Hergovich, I don't think you look backwards to Gorman, you know. I think, I've said, I was on the Boxing Social podcast, and I said it. I said what you're saying. I said, like, it should be Gorman versus Wardley. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They might go another route. Someone saying, pound for pound boxing says, really? Carl Froch? Yeah, Carl Froch is cool. Carl Froch, very, very cool. I feel like a lot of these people just put on personas for the TV, but Carl Froch, really, really cool. 1221 says, did Carl Froch tell you about the time he KO'd Groves in front of 80,000? No, he didn't. Hassan Killy says, you look 30, brother. Happy birthday. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take 32. I'll take 32. 32, 33. I'm just not having 40. I'm not having it. Roden Harris says, Gorman is British level, so it'd be a good test for him. Is Gorman British level? Is that a fact? Or is he English level? But you think Gorman, I'm kind of, don't know. Is he 100% British level? I don't know. But it's a good fight. I agree. I think Wardley versus Gorman's a good fight. David Diamante must be cleaning that coin. He is everywhere, every show. Like, he must have about 20 passports. The stamps he must have no pages in his passport. Well, I love how he's come from, for me anyway, it felt like nowhere. Like, I didn't know anything about David Diamante 4 years ago. Now, though, he's like the voice of bloody boxing. This is a good shout. Big Matthews, laughing my ass off, Ade with the English level. Get in. Laughing at like British level is world level at the minute. Bloody, you're probably right. Martin, this is interesting. Martin Too Swoovy says, these dudes are too damn small to be at super welter. It's funny you say that because I look at them and I think the same, especially when I think of some of the American super welters. You know what I mean? Again, when I think of Charlo, super welter, and Jared Hurd, that super welter, Harrison. I mean, these guys are all like walking around like 6'1". You know what I mean? Like Hurd must be about 6'1", 6'2". Like they're massive. But hey, let's see how they get on. So weird to see like fans here. Paul Taylor says Metcalf to win this one on points. Yeah, I think so. The only problem with Metcalf is that he's been inactive. He had a fight last year, but that was against a guy I think lost like 40 times or so. So he hasn't really had a proper fight against sort of an opponent coming to win for nearly 2 years. Let's see. Whereas Ted Cheeseman, yes, he's lost a couple. Obviously lost to Scott Fitzgerald for the British, lost to Sergio Garcia for the European, but he's been active. He's been fighting. Be interesting. Metcalf, I think, is the better of the two, but this is a step up for Metcalf. We'll see what he can do. Adil Shakut says, where are you at time? Adil, the fight hasn't started for me yet. They're still doing the ring stuff. As soon as the fight starts, for me, I'll let you guys know. Saya H says, this could be fight of the night. I expect it to be fight of the night, if I'm honest with you. I really do. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. Hyder Khan says, Stipe to win. Hyder's talking about MMA, obviously. Cheeseman, what is this ring walk music? Okay, so you guys are kind of where I am now, because I'm saying Cheeseman as well. Sashka Sashuk says, hello from Russia. I love when people from like all over the world join in. It's fantastic. Build a community. Stephen Dodd says, Ade, do you think if Wardley beats Molina, he could fight someone like Charles Martin next? No. Not yet. Not yet, Stephen. I mean, like a few people have said here, I think he has to go to a Nathan Gorman type first. Charles Martin right now, he's looking kind of dangerous, Charles. I mean, they're trying to set up Charles versus Wilder, you know. That's like a legit fight they're trying to do. So that's where they think Charles is. Charles had a good performance against Gerald Washington, stopped him, lost against Cal Naki, but came in obviously as the opponent, but put on a good performance. So Charles is legit. Wardley ain't ready for that. Liam Horgan says, Ade, why do you think we never hear of Ricky Burns, a freeweight world champion? Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Like, no one talks about him. Legit guy as well, Ricky Burns, man. Nice guy, very nice. Maybe that's what it is. Nice people come last. Ricky Burns. By the way, Cheeseman's physique is a madness, you know. Looks in fantastic shape. Struggled, I thought, against Fitzgerald. I mean, it was a tough fight. Sergio Garcia was far too good for him. Let's see where his level is. Let's see. The winner of this one, there is a possible talk about the winner of this one fighting Anthony Fowler, although Anthony Fowler wants to fight Sergio Garcia as well. So we'll see how these two get on. Pound for pound boxing says he looks old for 25. He does, doesn't he? Does, but he looks in great. Both of them look in fantastic nick. That's all I ask for, is come in good shape. Come in. James Preston says, and a shout out for me, JP. There you go. And Liam Horgan. And Island 2 Ade, love the channel. Jeez, we're all over the place. I love it. Love it. James Preston says, Ade is the man. Yeah, you might be right. Oh, okay, this is a good question. I saw it. Ronan Harris says, Ade, Sonny Edwards to win a world title at flyweight. How good do you think he is? Announced for April. I don't know how good Sonny is, but I know how good his opponent is. Obviously, having been in South Africa for a couple of years, that's a tough fight. In fact, his opponent is definitely favourite in that fight. Don't because you don't know of him, don't be fooled by him. Very good fighter. Ados Socrates says, Ade, thoughts on Campbell Hatton's debut? It's so difficult to judge a debut. Did I expect a bit more? Yes. Would I have wanted to see a bit more? Yes. But it's a debut. He was clearly nervous, ran out of steam after the first 2 minutes and was just hanging on for dear life. Not like because he was going to lose, but just because of like he was shattered. So if I had to score his debut, a 4 is pretty good. Hit the like, guys, says Ghetto Genius. You hit the like. I've not even been asking people to do it. Smash that like button. Cy H says, my mates are not really boxing fans. I love the community. Talking boxing all night while watching it. Class. This is what I'm saying. This is what I want to bring together, a boxing community. Like, you don't even have to talk to me. A lot of you guys talk to each other, which is really good. James Preston says, I've got my double gyro on Metcalf. Fuck me. I might have to lend you a couple of quid then, mate, because you could be losing it. You could be losing it. Deontay Errol says, not pay for this fight. It's not pay-per-view. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not really, is it? When you think about this card, actually, in my head, I'm thinking, it's a decent card, but it's not. I don't know. I don't even know what pay-per-view is anymore, bloody hell. What is pay-per-view? Sebastian OK says, greetings from Germany. Salute you, brother. Thank you for coming through. Much appreciated. Smash that like button. All right, here we go. Let's see what they got. First round. So I'm 246. You know what it is? Remember, the live is 20 seconds delayed. That's the problem. So you're always going to be in front of me because you're watching, obviously, the live. Expect James Metcalf to start really fast, but expect Cheeseman, if he's still there, which I think he will be, come late to end this fight really well. This is going to be a good fight. This is 50-50. I hate using that term, but it's true. Mark Bridle says, yo, from Manchester. He actually didn't say yo. I said yo. He said hi. Jake Ray says, Addy, do you rate Ritson? I do rate Ritson. Just I don't think Ritson is what I thought he was going to be. Ritson's a very good European level fighter, British level fighter. Cheeseman needs to get out. Cheeseman loves to stay in the pocket too much. Always does this. Stays in the pocket and he bruises up so quickly. Nice little right hand from Cheeseman there. Good jab as well from Cheeseman. Metcalf looks really strong. When he throws his body shots, he really wings them in. Metcalf is kind of built a bit like Fowler, isn't he? Very wide back. Very big and strong at the weight. Cheeseman's tucking up there, you know. I think he might have got hurt there. Something went through. Kind of tucked up a bit. Oh, we got our good old Ian John Lewis as referee. I didn't even notice. Ian John Lewis. Bloody hell. Mr. I want fighters to die before we stop the fight. Good jab for Metcalf as well. Very even, open round. I like it. Oh, Finbar White asked the question. Says, hey, Ade, I saw what Metcalf to win. Do you think promoters should stop hinting Wembley could get Fury AJ? Yeah, stop it. Like I heard Thingy said the other day, like, oh, if we can get 100,000 in July, we're not going to get 100,000 in. Just stop. The fight's going Saudi or Dubai. Although I don't know what's going on with this site fee conversation. It's weird, innit? Good body shot from Metcalf. Cheeseman did not like that. Good jab. 4 jabs in a row from Metcalf. That's beautiful. You don't see that a lot. Nice little right hand. This is the kind of fight where both fighters wake up with the biggest fucking headache ever because both of them are landing good shots. You have got to be super fit to last this. I'll tell you now. 20 seconds of round number 1 to go. This is going to be a burner. End of the first round. Don't know how to score that. Even? I don't know. I honestly don't know how to score that round. That's a great first round of boxing. Mr. R says, shame on Eddie Hearn for the ridiculous pressure he put on Campbell Hatton. Farcical situation. Is it? I mean, what did you expect him to do? Who said this question? Mr. R, tell me, what did you expect Eddie to do in that situation? I personally don't think that Campbell should have been that high up. If you're going to put Campbell on this card, you put him as the opening event. You open it with him. You don't put him this high up. That's what I would have done. But regardless of where he was going to be on this card, eyes were going to be on Campbell Hatton. Just because all week, apart from the main event, Povetkin Whyte, it's all been about Campbell Hatton all week. So it was always going to be difficult. He's always under pressure to do it. And that's why they signed with Matchroom as opposed to signing with Frank. Because they wanted this. They wanted all eyes on Campbell. They could have gone to Frank. Remember, let's not forget, Frank promoted Ricky. So it could have gone that way, but they decided, pardon me, they decided to go with Eddie and Matchroom because they wanted all of this. They wanted it. There's no doubt they would have said, let's put Campbell somewhere high up in this card. That was a decision for all of them, not just Eddie. All right, round number 2. Between JJ Metcalf, I love when they say this, in the black and green shorts with the white trim, and Ted Cheeseman in the white shorts with the red and blue trim. Will Dogan says Cheeseman uses his face for defense. A bit harsh. A bit harsh, isn't it? You know what, yeah? Metcalf's too strong for him. Like, Cheeseman needs to box here. If he's going to have a row, so Cockney, ain't I? He doesn't want to do it with Metcalf. You can just see every time Metcalf hits him, he actually feels it and tucks in so tight. Whereas his punches don't look like they're doing anything. Oh, nice little hook there from Metcalf. Metcalf's throwing good combinations, really good combinations. Pound for pound boxing says Metcalf going to KO him within 6. Wouldn't shock me. Seeing this now wouldn't shock me. I'm telling you now, I wouldn't be shocked if he gets stopped to the body, because Metcalf's digging him to the body and he does not like it. Oh, nice little body shot though from Cheeseman there. Very good body shot. James Preston, too narrow, always shallow. I like that. Where'd you get that from? This is easy gyro money. Don't spend all your gyro money on this. What's your missus going to say? Got a great jab. I thought it was more of just a brawler. Yeah, honestly, Metcalf can do a bit, can't he? Oh, nice little left hook from Metcalf. Beautiful. The timing on that. Jeez. I said this though. I did say Metcalf's going to start fast. But can he last? Because Cheeseman can. I will say this though. Metcalf looks, I'd love to know what he's weighed in the ring. He looks a lot bigger than Cheeseman here as well. Mandeep Jahal says, Metcalf has that Canelo body shape. He does. I agree, he does. Good little fight though, isn't it? Can't complain, guys. We can't complain. This is it. Like, yes, it's not pay-per-view, but it's a good fight. I don't mind this fight at all. What's everyone saying? What are people saying in the chat? W. Thornton says, yes, Canelo shaped. Took a nice little, took a left hook though there, Metcalf. Took it well. And the energy, the pace that these guys are fighting at is crazy, by the way. Cheeseman's, I think, technically the better boxer. I just don't know if he has, I don't know if he's got a pop on the punches. End of round 2. That's a Metcalf round, but it's a close fight. It's a close fight. What's that? Bunyan86 says, it's not pay-per-view. You're paid for it. I don't mind paying for it. I do not mind paying for it at all. Oh, Tessie says, yo, Addy, live from Chicago. We got Chirac in the building, Chi-Town. I want to have a girl from Chicago for a little while. I did. Lovely girl as well. Lovely girl. Finbar White says, when do you see Povetkin or White actually fighting AJ or Fury? Come on, the Irish Rover Metcalf. We've already seen, we've seen AJ versus Povetkin already, haven't we? We're never gonna see Fury versus White. I just don't expect that to happen at all. I think there's more chance of seeing White versus AJ, and even that I think is a bit debatable now. What are people saying about the commentary? All right, so right now, because I've turned the commentary down. Is it Adam Smith? Is that what it is? I see people talking about Adam Smith in the commentary. Terry F says, Ade, are the gyms open in the UK? They're not. 12th of April. Halla bloody Luya. Cody Crawford says you should collaborate with Showbiz the Adult. Showbiz the Adult? He's doing very well with his channel, man. Congratulations to him. Metcalf's telegraphing his punches now, but he needs to, it's a bit obvious what he's trying to do now. It's the same 1-2, 1-2 all the time. So he throws like a double jab and then he throws a right and Ted Cheeseman just keeps him going underneath it. Needs to mix it up just a little bit now. or he's going to get timed. Like this is the thing with, I think, the difference between sort of British level, sort of world level, then elite level. Elite level, world level boxers will just time him by now because it's the same thing coming. I can see it, and this is where timing is crucial. And I think an elite level boxer will just time him. We'll see. Phil McGregor says, what's happening in the fight? 50-50 or more Metcalf? More Metcalf. More Metcalf, Phil. Although, I do think Cheeseman's come into it a bit better in this round. Landed a nice little left hook there, did Cheeseman. And he thinks he's hurt Metcalf. He's jumping on him, but easy. Metcalf's kind of smiling at him. Bit of clash of heads there as well between the two. Fucking hell, this is a bruising contest, mate. Oh, it's brutal. Leo Bryan says, Ade, I still want to see Wilder versus White. So do I. Desperately. The build-up for that would be fantastic. Nice little cheeky left hook there from Cheeseman. And it looks, it's a bit early to say, like, oh, beautiful uppercut from Cheeseman. You see Metcalf's head just go right back. Another, landed the same punch twice. Cheeseman getting back into this. If the first 2 rounds were Metcalf, this round 3, definitely Cheeseman, by the way. Ghetto Genius says, Cheeseman's going to slowly Met down to the body. What do you mean by that? Let me know what you mean. Ishmael Henderson says, Rokeby gang. Yes, brother. I used to go Rokeby. Rokeby is my old school, old boys school, naughty school as well. Bit of a low blow there from Metcalf, but you're trying to go to the body of Cheeseman. He needs to slow Cheeseman down. Cheeseman's fucking, his movement, oh, nice body shot again from Metcalf. Cheeseman trying to mix it up there through a double jab, then a lovely one, then straight right hand. Cheeseman's boxing ability is better than Metcalf's. Metcalf just looks the tougher of the two. And this is what I was saying, that if Metcalf doesn't have the gas tank to go past 5 or 6, Cheeseman will take this. W. Thornton says his nose is gone. Yeah, Cheeseman's nose always goes, mate. This is not even a surprise, always, even when he wins. That's a beautiful, they're showing it in slow motion now, the left hook that he landed, beautiful. A couple of uppercuts as well that he landed on Metcalf. I just don't know if he's got the, I just don't know if he's got the pop, if I'm honest with you. Time check says W. Candom. We are now moving into round number 4. Finbar White says, so glad you got past 25,000 subs. Well done. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ali Telhuni says, Cheeseman looking like blue cheese. Yeah, it's just his skin, isn't it? Like, he gets marked up so quickly. What do they say? There's a term they use, like he's had a hard paper round. That's what they say. All right, so I'm into round number 4 now, 2 minutes, 47 seconds into round number 4. But again, let's not forget, people, you are slightly behind the live. My live is delayed slightly. For those asking about, oh, another beautiful uppercut from Cheeseman. He's landing that shot at will. Again, I've said this, Metcalf is too predictable. He's coming in straight lines, a bit of head movement, but nothing great. And when he walks him down, it's almost like he's got to watch tapes of the way Golovkin cuts the ring off and Canelo. He's just walking in a straight line to Cheeseman. He's going to get counted all the time. Again, good work from Cheeseman. It's counted off the ropes. Good work. What's this? Amandeep Jahal says, thoughts on Dillian Whyte getting a new coach in Lennox Lewis used him. Oh, new coach in Lennox Lewis. Yeah. Look, it's going to help his confidence, isn't it? That's what he wants. He's got a new coach in there to help his confidence. Let's see what we can do with that new coach. I'm not quite sure. Cheyenne Burns says, I don't care if Cheeseman loses. I want to keep seeing him. He's great to watch. He is. He's fantastic to watch. He's a good boxer, is Cheeseman. I mean, he's cut around the eye as well now. He gets cut. Oh, he's badly cut around the eye. How bad is that cut? Yeah, it does look a bit naughty, that cut. Beautiful right hand from Cheeseman. Oh, another one. 4, 5. Jesus. If Cheeseman just takes a step back, He's blowing his gas tank. Cheeseman has landed, I'm not joking, 10, 11 right hands. Ian John Lewis is the referee, so Ian John Lewis is obviously going to wait for him to fucking literally nearly die in the ring. Uppercut, big right hand. Cheeseman has got to take a step back here and land something clean. He's too close. Oh, he's tired. He's blown the gas tank. He's blown the gas tank. If I'm take a fucking step back, Cheeseman. There was at least 12 big right hands. How Metcalf is still here, I do not know. Uppercut from Cheeseman. Huge shots. Oh, big left. Oh. You know what, yeah? I've got 10 seconds left of round number 4. If I'm Metcalf's corner, I'm looking into his eyes seriously. That was brutal. Ian John Lewis has got to go over to the corner and have a look. He's got to have a look at him in the corner. That was brutal. Jesus Christ. Finbar White, you get so excited, are they? Jeez. Let me see this punch that started it. Bang, right hand. And then he landed it. Mate, he must have landed. Oof. He's landed about, no bullshit, 13 right hands. Easy, clean on the chin, which tells me that Cheeseman just doesn't have a punch then. That is a 10-8 round, by the way. I know it's not 10-8 because no knockdown, but for me, that's a 10-8 round. That is a pounding. Let's see what happens in round number 5 because jeez. What you hope is, if you're in the corner of Cheese, his legs are still gone. Metcalf's legs are still gone. He's trying to bounce. His legs are still gone. Karma Serene. I wonder if Addy put together his table. Karma, I have. It's just there. We might bring it in. You wanted it to be here, didn't you, Karma, to hold my drink? We'll get it. Karma's in the building. She is. Shay Turnbull says, I'm watching this because I can't be bothered to pay £20 in a fight that Sky will put on YouTube in half a week. Very, very true. By the way, Cheeseman looks tired as well now, but he's got to jump on Metcalf, and he's really got to because Metcalf's legs look still unsteady. I mean, that was a brutal round 4 for him. Brutal. Oh, nice uppercut from Cheeseman again. It honestly just looks like a matter of time. His legs he's still on unsteady legs. Credit to Metcalf for still being there. Rooney AMUFC says Cheeseman needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Yeah, it's true. Phil McGregor's asking about Cheeseman's cut. It's bad, but it's like it's there. So the blood's going to go down that side. It's not going to go into his eye, which is good. Karma Serene says she's been here since the beginning, but she's at work and she has patience. Patience come first, my friend. Look after this patience. Patrick O says Cheeseman will stop him late. That's what I said, Patrick. I said this. This is brutal, by the way. Minute 15 of round number 5. And look, again, credit to Metcalf for still being here, but his legs still look unsteady for me. Cheeseman looks the more fluid. He's starting to time Metcalf's jab as well now. Just looks so much better. This is a great round from Cheeseman, by the way. Great round. There is nothing in the punches of Metcalf as well. It's just a matter of time. This is a huge win, by the way, if he does win this. But this is always going to be a big step up for Cheeseman. Good body shot there, though, from Metcalf. Landed a nice little body, digged it. Landed a couple of big shots as well there. Good body work from Metcalf. But Cheeseman almost looks like he's taken this sort of final 30 seconds of the round off, if I'm honest with you. Oh, nice, like couple of rights from Cheeseman there, landed clean. Trying to double to the body now, jab to the body, just to slow Metcalf down a bit. Because Metcalf, to be fair to him, like he's pressing the action. Like his legs clearly got back under him. 15 seconds left of round number 5, and this has been a good round for Cheeseman, but it's been a good second half of the round for Metcalf as well, who's now probably back in the fight. Metcalf's cut, sorry, Cheeseman's cut looks a bit. I need to see it. End of round number 5. Cheeseman's cut looks a bit naughty, you know. A super chat here from Lionel Kashila. Happy birthday, Ade. 40. It's Lionel. I'm nervous about turning 30. Jesus, you motherfucker. I have a passion for football, as long career outside instructor or public service. Dude, whatever you have a passion for, try and go for. Look at me. I have a passion for talking shit, sitting in this green chair. And that's what we're doing. But honestly, even if you don't know what you want to do at such a young age, look, you're still in your 20s. No rush. No rush. I had no idea what I was going to do and still don't, to be honest with you. Just enjoy life, my man. Enjoy life. Muzzy Moya says, Ade, how do these lads fare with the Charlos of the world? The Hudsons, the Harrisons, the Rosarios, they don't fare. They don't fare, unfortunately. No. Cheeseman would do. They'll do okay, but they're not beating that level. They're not beating that level at all. It's not even fighters like those. It's even the lower ones, like the Erickson Lubins of the world. You know what I mean? Guys that are just below the world elite level. But I think Cheeseman will do okay against them because Cheeseman's a very good boxer. But they're just too big and too aggressive. All right, we are 2 minute 36 of round number 6. By the way, Andy Clark's scorecard here is 50-45 for Cheeseman, giving him every single round. I think I gave Metcalf the first round, but yeah, he's gotten Cheeseman every single round. Connor says, Super Chat, this is hammer versus scalpel stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This is. Finner's Harper says, what time's the fight on, mate? Finner, I would say, what's the time now? 10 past 9. I would say you're looking at about 10:15. You're looking at about an hour, I think. I'd say about an hour. Because remember, you still got Fabio Wardley, Eric Molina coming up. And this could go all the way to 12, by the way. Someone saying, Addy, I'm 40 seconds behind. I know. It's, you know what it is? Just to be clear again, it's the live. The live, there is a delay on the live. That's what it was. I didn't realize that last time, but there's a delay on the live. So apologies, peeps. Ahmed Saeed says, has anyone got a link? Better round from Mr. JJ Metcalf. Ted Cheeseman tucking up. Looks like he's definitely got his legs back under him. Looks like he's got a bit of pop in it as well. But look, if you're Cheeseman right now, I mean, unless she gets knocked out or knocked down, I think you could probably lose majority of the rounds and still win this fight. Shabs A says, Addy, big up, bro. You've killed it in the past year. Been watching since Box Talk days. Seeing your growth is admirable. Thank you, man. Cheers, honestly. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, man. Right, 30 seconds left for round number 6. It's kind of a tough round to score, this one. No one's landed anything to dent, and then, as I say, that Cheeseman lands a nice little right hand, but nothing special, no massive scoring shots. It's going to be a tough round to score this, unless someone lands something in the last 10 seconds. And Cheeseman lands on the back of the head. Are they going to score that? Tough fight, tough round to score. Khalid says, Addy, what minute you on? Round 6 has just ended, literally just ended for me. Unverified Bear says, best commentator is Paulie. You know what I really like as a commentator that no one really talks about? Richie Woodall. I don't know what it is about Richie Woodall, but I like him a lot as a commentator. Andy Stone said Metcalf has recovered. Yeah, he has. He has recovered. And so, you know when people say, if you jump on him, you got to be careful because your gas tank could run empty. You got to jump on him. You've got to jump on him. When you hurt someone like that, you've got to, literally, you jump on him until the referee feels like he's got to come in. And that, you see a lot of boxers do that at like higher level. They jump on him because they know if you can land 5 or 6 unanswered shots and the guy's covering up on the ropes, the referee has to come in. That's why you've got to jump on him. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he's going to live to regret that. I don't think so, but we'll see. Hyder Khan says, Addy, no rum. I've got a bit of Talisker whiskey right there, actually. I just had a couple of double shots. I might have one more a bit later. Darren in Sweden says, Richie Whittle is a good commentator. Agreed. Paul Smith does a decent job on the zone comms. Okay, I didn't know Paul Smith did the zone comms. But yeah, I think Richie Whittle's very, very good. Oh, nice, beautiful sort of counter right hand from Cheeseman. That's beautiful. That was nice. That was nice, man. J. Loz Fell says, Addy, who does your intro? Who done my intro? I think someone either did it for me. I think one of the subscribers, one of you guys, I think might have done it for me. Or I purchased it off Fiverr. I actually can't remember. Adil Shukat says, how does Clark have Cheeseman winning every round? I can see that. I mean, I've given Metcalf a round and maybe a share of the 6, but I don't know. Nigel78 says, happy birthday, fella. Welcome to the 40s. It's better than it sounds. Yeah, it does sound fucking horrible. So I really hope it is. Patrick O says, Cheeseman's going to be stopped. No, he's not. He won't be stopped. Cheeseman's tough, you know. Cheeseman's very, very tough. So I've got 1 minute 17 into round number 7. So for me, JJ Metcalf has to win every single round from here on. And I just don't see him doing that. Oh, beautiful right hand though from Metcalf. Cheeseman might get stopped. Referee's gonna have a look here. Massive, massive right hand from Metcalf. Cheeseman fires back as well, but jeez. This is a war. How can you not love this? Metcalf doesn't know that Cheeseman is still hurt. He's still very much hurt. He's got to go to the body with him. Very much hurt. Bloody hell. Adil Shakut says, I love this game. Fuck me. You're not wrong. Credit to Cheeseman. He took that well. Bloody hell. That was a huge, huge right hand. G-Man says, God, I love boxing. You gotta love boxing, eh? You gotta. Calvin T says, Addy, you're a minute behind. I am not a minute behind. The live stream is a minute behind. So you're seeing this 30 seconds later, unfortunately. Jake Ray said, this card's unreal so far. It's a pretty good card, isn't it? So round 7 just ended 15 seconds ago, peeps. J.O. says, Cheeseman brings toughness and passion to whoever he fights. He does, but yeah, he needs a bit more than that, doesn't he? Like, because for me, when I watch Cheeseman, I see a guy that can clearly box there, but for some reason, he always gets into this. Always gets into this. I don't know what it is. They're going to show the right hand from JJ Metcalf again. Bang! Bloody hell. Wait, let's have a look at it again. Cheeseman, did he land it clean on his chin? He did. Bang. Well done. Well done to Cheeseman. Man. These guys are tough, you know. These guys are tough. Khalid says, Cheeseman will have CT if he continues this style of fighting. Hope I'm wrong. Hope you're wrong as well. Cy H says, I've got Cheeseman to win by KO. I can feel my bet slipping away. Round number 8 of 12 round. Remember, this is for the British super welterweight strap. The winner of this will probably fight Anthony Fowler, although Anthony Fowler is talking about Sergio Garcia. Scott Fitzgerald returns in May. He beat Cheeseman last time out, so I don't think they're going to run that back again. If Metcalf wins, and I can see them going Metcalf, Fitzgerald, maybe September. Amandeep Chahal says, Chisora Parker, who wins? Okay, 1 second. Andy Clark's scorecard, he's got a 68-65 Cheeseman. He's given the last 2 rounds to JJ. Makes sense. Impodium says, I genuinely worry for Cheeseman's health in 10 years' time. Yeah, I worry for like Eggington as well. Fighters like that just take too many hard shots, like far too many hard shots. But this is, not everyone can be elusive and skillful like a Floyd. Maybe some of you have to, I don't know, you have to take one to land one. That's what they say, right? What we got here? Quite a few questions coming in. All right, so Quinn 40, I am 1 minute 24 in round number 8. Your question is, from listening to you, as you said, round 6 just ended. My TV, round 7 just ended. Damn. No. I'm round number 8 now, dude. Round 8. 1 minute 11 seconds of round 8. Sharon Burton says, Nathan Gorman got an easy win in the second after dropping Sova like 4 times. Jay Los Fell says, Ade, who should Whyte fight next if he loses tonight? Whoa. If he loses, I think he fights the loser of Chisora Parker. That's what I think. No, I'll take that back because we've seen that already. Still big fights, aren't they? The loser of Chisora Parker is still a big fight for Dillian Whyte. So maybe he does go that route. 31 seconds of round number 8. JJ Metcalf definitely back in this one. The funny thing is, if you go by Andy Clark's scorecard, he wins this round, he's right back in. Right back into it. All of you guys with your illegal streams, someone's saying that they're 2 minutes behind. Oh, nice body shot from Cheeseman. JJ Metcalf felt that one. He then digs to the body. You always know when someone gets hit with a big body shot, they always throw another body shot back, as if to say, I'm going to fucking get you back for that one. Round number 8's in the bag, people. Mujahid Hussein says, Hi, Ade. My name is Asim, and I want to say that you're one of my favorite YouTube boxers out there. Keep up the great work. Certainly, thank you so much, honestly. Really do appreciate that, my man. Chef Habibi says, Dillian Whyte's going to get knocked out. Sai H says, Hunter or Hergovich. What, the loser? Dillian Whyte should fight the winner. No. Or the loser. Either way, it's good fights, right? Patrick O says, Whyte will fight Hughie Fury if he loses. He certainly won't. They're not putting Whyte in with Hughie Fury, I'd say that now. Thomas Muir says, this is a war. Yeah, this is brutal. I really hope these guys are getting paid well. I hope they're getting paid 6 figures. I doubt it, but I really hope they are, because this is very brutal. Metcalf's eyes are all swollen up. Cheeseman's got a cut in his eye. His nose is bloody. Okay, now. Okay. That's a good question. Shay Turnbull, why isn't Yoka getting bigger fights? No idea. I don't know what is going on with Yoka. Really don't. Oh, nice body shot from Cheeseman. Really good. Tried to go for the uppercut and missed, but great body shot. By the way, Metcalf has got his second win back so quick. So quick. Someone's asking, did Hatton win? Yes, Hatton won his fight 4 rounds to zip. It wasn't a great performance, but it was his debut, so, we can give him a bit of a bly. Usman Mahmood. Hello, Ade. Hello, Usman. All right, 2 minutes into this round number 9. Both of them are just literally now, it's a case of both of them as now stay in the pocket, and it's almost a case of mano. Both of them, they're not moving anymore. There is no movement. Right? They're not trying to run around the ring. They're just fighting in a phone booth now. And this is a case of who can tough it out. This is now brutal. Cheeseman does not want to be here with Metcalf. I don't think so anyway. I think Metcalf hits harder, but I don't know. Both of them have hurt each other, but this is a horrible place for both fighters to be. They're literally on each other's chest, landing. Nice little combination there from Cheeseman. This is awful, by the way. And I don't mean awful as in crap. I mean awful as in it's too brutal for me. Like, oh. They're literally sitting on each other's chest and just throwing. Man. This is when your legs are gone and you just, you know what, bite on the gum shield and go. Bloody hell. W. Fortney says the cheese has taken some big hits in the last couple of rounds. He has, man. Jeez, this is. Julian Dobbin says I go for White by KO. We'll see. Jake Ray, brain damage incoming. Hope not. But I know what you mean. Look, these fights are difficult, but this is where you just have to have a lot of rest. Make sure you get your medicals correct, because this is brutal. This is effing brutal. 25 seconds left for me of round number 9. I think Cheeseman's probably won it. He's been the aggressor of the two. He's the one that's pushing Metcalf back. So I'm going to give it to Cheeseman. If I give it to Cheeseman, then Metcalf does, I think, need a knockout in the final 3 rounds to win. Joey Stevenson says, how long will Big Cheese last in his career going like this? How long will Metcalf last in his career? They're both the same. But you're right. You're right. Yeah. Mujahid Hussein says, if Fabio Wardley wins against Molina tonight, do you think a fight with David Adeleye is realistic? No, not at all. Adelaye's not fought anyone. Not at all. No way. Adeleye yesterday fought, come on, Mujahid. Adeleye yesterday fought a guy on his debut. Fabio Wardley's fighting Eric Molina, who's fought for world title twice. And don't get me wrong, he's no longer the same Molina, but nah. Okay, Andrew Adair says, what about Wardley Price? That's more realistic for me. That's more. This is interesting, right? Good question here from John Cahill says, Ade, what do you think the Sauerland announcement is going to be? I have no idea, because he was talking about we're changing the boxing landscape. And I was like, what? You know, nice. What's up with these two? Jesus, they're going for it again. Round number 10, they've literally gone to the center of the ring and they're just doing exactly the same thing again. This is what you call war of attrition. I think the guys in this country, the 154 guys, there's like 5 or 6 of them, are so closely ranked. Like they could all literally fight each other, and I don't think anyone is legitimately above anyone. Like you chuck in Scott Fitzgerald, you tuck in Anthony Fowler, they're not better than each other. They're all so close. Umar Razik says, on Amir Khan's new documentary on BBC iPlayer, he claims he's speaking with Eddie Hearn about Kell Brook fight. He really doesn't get that no one cares anymore. But we'd all watch it. We'd all watch it. And that's the thing. I don't care about it either. I'm with you. But trust me when I say I will watch that fight. Andy Clark has this fight now, 87-84, which kind of, again, I agree with. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying, that Metcalf needs a knockdown or a knockout to win, I think, now. James Preston said, £4 cash out. Gamble, my man. Gamble. Gamble with it. Let it go. Okay, Quinn 40. You said round 8 on my last message. I was round 9. You're 1 round behind me. I'm not. I'm 1 round in front of you. I'm round 10. Round 10. I am round 10 right now. 116 into round 10. Usman Mahmood says, Ade, which weight class has the best British domestic scene? I think light heavyweight. Yeah, light heavyweight's got a really good scene. If you're talking domestic, though, it's got to be 154. No, heavy. So, you know, it's got to be heavy. We've got the heavyweight scene. But in terms of guys that are matched together so closely, then it's got to be 154 pounds. It really has to be 154. King James says, Ade, is it me or does Dillian Whyte appear to be slurring when he talks now? Interesting. I thought that as well. But then I've been watching recent interviews and he's not. But there was a time when I was a bit like, is Dillian Whyte starting to slur his words? But he certainly has a good right hand from Cheeseman. You're talking about winning the rounds. It's those kind of punches that judges remember. Last 15 seconds of round number 10. The championship rounds, as they call them, peeps. But yeah, he's not slurring his words. I thought he was, but he isn't. He's fine. Ross says, Ade, what's been the best fight on this card? This one, without a doubt. Without a doubt, this one. Can't beat this. 2-6. Sorry, peeps. Just had to look at something on the phone. Emmett McFarlane says, does England have any good fighters at 147, 154, also 168? Yeah, 168, obviously. We've got. Are you asking, okay, do any good fighters at 147? It's a bit thin right now, obviously. Look, we saw sort of two British level guys in Chris Congo and Mickinson fight. I mean, I don't know how you would have rated those. Conor Ben's obviously coming up. Josh Kelly was the hope. And then obviously you've got the old school ones of Kell Brook and Amir Khan. So it's not great at the moment. But yeah, SE says Chisora is slurring. He's not. I spoke to Chisora the other day. Chisora's fine. Chisora is certainly not slurring. Trust me, I would tell you. He isn't slurring at all. Julian Dobbin says, is it make or break for Whyte? He has no way back otherwise. He certainly does. There's too many good fights now. You can't lose 3 fights in your career and it be over. Not in the heavyweight division. I mean, look, Chisora's fucking lost 11 and he's going to fight on pay-per-view against bloody, against Parker. So there's certainly a way back. If you're talking about a way back where he fights for a world title immediately, then no, of course not. But in terms of being in big fights, he'll be all right. At round number 11 of this war for the British super welterweight strap between Ted Cheeseman and JJ Metcalf. I mean, whatever these guys are paying, give them a fucking bonus. You know, like Dana White in the UFC gives out like 50 grand fight of the night bonuses. These guys deserve another 50 grand on whatever they're getting. They really do. I mean, they've put in everything into this. Mark Aliff says, Ade, just got back from work. Has it been a good evening's entertainment? It's been all right, Mark. It's been all right. You know me, I try and entertain the masses. But no, it's been all right. But this fight's been really good between JJ Metcalf and Ted Cheeseman. I don't know if you guys are watching it at home and listening to me, but this has been brutal. Both of them have been hurt. Ted Cheeseman had Metcalf in massive trouble. I think it was round number 3. Literally landed about 13 or 14 big right hands consecutively. And I think had a chance to get JJ Metcalf out of there. Didn't do it. Metcalf then returned fire in round number, I think it was round number 8 or 7, landed a couple of big shots himself. And now they're basically just standing out and just toughing it out in the middle of the ring. Brutal fight, this one. Brutal fight. Ed Ball says, thanks for the live stream. No, thank you. Thanks for everyone watching it, man. Honestly, I really do appreciate it, guys. It's funny that people watch me talk this when I'm not even, obviously I'm not a great commentator, but it's just funny. But thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, 54 seconds left of round number 11. Remember, after this, we've got Fabio Wardley, Molina. That's not going the full distance. And then we got the big one. We got the big one. Repeat or revenge. Let's get your predictions in a minute. Oh, nice little uppercut from Cheeseman. 30 seconds left I've got of round number 11. Remember, the live stream is delayed. That's probably why you guys are 30 seconds in front of me or 40 seconds in. By the way, Cheeseman's hurt. If Metcalf can sense this, Cheeseman definitely, I don't know what he got caught with, but he's hurt, or is he just tired? Oh, now he lands one of his own as well. Fucking hell. Cheeseman is definitely hurt. Oh my God, wait, what are people, wait, what is going on? I see someone's written something in the comment section. Oh, big shot. Oh, shit! That is brutal. What is Ian John Lewis counting for? Ian John Lewis is counting. See what I said about Ian John Lewis? He wants you to fucking nearly die in the ring. Ian John Lewis actually tried to count. That was fucking madness, bro. That knockdown, madness. Brutal. Jesus. You guys are funny. You guys are like waiting for Ade's reaction. Jesus Christ. You know what makes me laugh though? Ian John Lewis tried to count. So that means if that guy got up at like 7, Ian John Lewis would have let him carry on. Madness. Jesus Christ, man. I need to see that knockdown again, people. James Preston, your gyro. What are you doing, James? What are you doing? Pound for pound boxing, refs like that scare me. Scare the hell out of me as well. Ronan Gibbons, early contender for KO of the year. Has to be in it. It was brutal. Big Matthews, Ian John Lewis, he's still breathing. 1, 2. Honestly, why does he do this? And the funny thing is, Ian John Lewis is a former fighter, so he should know. By the way, that's a great fight, though. You know, great fight. Absolutely great fight, man. That is amazing. Well done, Cheeseman. Well done. They've got to go Cheeseman Fowler now, surely. They've got to go it. They've got to do it. North 2K7 says, if Whyte and Ortiz fight tonight, who wins? Oh, Whyte wins. Karma Serene says, I was rooting for Metcalf. Sorry, Karma, my love. I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm still, by the way, that knockdown, I'm still a bit like, I need to see it again. Anthony Vander says, a fight like this takes years off you, dude. Years off you. Years. That's mad. That there, mad. Are they giving him oxygen in the corner? I can't see what they're doing. I still can't believe Ian John Lewis was counting. Like I'm actually still a bit. I actually feel to write to the British Boxing Board of Control and make a complaint. Like what was the knockdown not heavy enough? You know, he's exhausted. He's taken hundreds of licks, and he gets knocked down like that, and you want to count? Fucking hell, mate. Jesus Christ. Deccan says that KO was beautiful. It was beautiful. Jeez. Let me see it again. They're showing it again. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, he's getting hit off. My God. So he's already got. So he got one. So he's already been hit like 4 or 5 times. His legs. He's on unsteady legs. Bang. You know what that was? That was Povetkin Price knockout. Ian John Lewis. No. Madness. Chief Habib B, you're going to get blocked with that kind of talk. Win or lose, the big cheese always delivers, says Lorenzo Lewis. He does. Metcalf got hit on the side of the head first. Bang, right hand. I'm not joking, it was exactly pretty much the Povetkin Price knockout, you know? Exactly. Jeez. No. Curtis Havey says, what does he say? It's just a 10-second delay. I don't get the hate for giving a count. No. He was done. And that's why he's in the corner now, and they couldn't even, like, look how long he's been in the corner for. You like, as a ref, you've got to watch, he can't even stand up. That's how long he's been in the corner. He's done. You've got to look at that and think, all the beating he's took throughout the fight, that kind of knockdown, it's over immediately. You wave that shit off immediately. Well done to him now, man. Well done to both. Great fight. I'm very impressed. Honestly, very impressed. Very impressed. Finbar White says, hope Metcalf is okay. Ref was shocking. Yeah, I've never been a fan of Ian John Lewis. That's probably what it is as well, by the way. I'm just not a fan of him. So any small little thing that I think's a mistake, I do jump on it. But that's a great fight, though. Honestly, great fight. Jeez, both of them deserve a huge amount of applause. Both of them. Even now, he looks unsteady for me. Metcalf looks unsteady. Man. You know, I'd love to know what the scorecards were. Hopefully, we can find out a bit later what the scorecards were for that fight. Pound for pound boxers. Ade, do you drink Guinness? No, I do not, my man. I don't. 2 sec. Ghetto Genius says, you say that now, but Fury dropped worse than this when against... What, sorry? You say that now, but Fury dropped worse than this when against... I think you're supposed to say against Wilder, but same thing, got the count. Fury did nowhere near take the beating that JJ Metcalf took. Go and watch that fight. Fury versus Wilder. Fury was winning the fight, number one. He got put down in the 9th, and then that one. He did never take a beating like that. So for me, you've got to weigh it all up. It's the whole fight, not the knockdown per se. For me, it's the whole fight. And the beating that JJ Metcalf was taking in that fight was enough. Once you get knocked down like that, the fight's over. But look, easier said than done sitting on the green chair. I agree. From here, watching it, fight's over, but I agree with you. No, actually, I don't agree with you, but I'm saying it's easier said than done. He's got a tough job to do, but for me, the beating that he was taking during that fight's done. As soon as his head hits the canvas, that fight's over. But I know what you mean. Wayne Paget says, if people stop streaming, maybe they can pay the boxers more pound for putting their lives on the line for our entertainment. Damn. It's tough, innit? It's tough. It's just weird, like, with these boxers, obviously, it's not just that, is it? It's what they bring to the table in terms of the fan base and their popularity. And, I always feel like these boxers need to know how to do a bit more outside of boxing. I'm not trying to say turn into fucking Jake Paul or Logan Paul or become a WWE character, but you do need to sell yourself a bit more, and that's how you can earn a bit more of that as well. Ian Hamilton, welcome, Ian. Ade, what a fight. Cheeseman is never in a dull one. Him versus Fowler will be fire. Honestly, it's got to be that next. It's got to be him versus Fowler next. Has to be. Good shout here from John Cahill. Barry Jones needs to be commentating on these big Sky pay-per-views. Probably, I think Barry Jones is, I think he works behind the scenes sometimes for Sky as well. But Barry Jones might not toe the line, if you know what I mean. Barry Jones will speak his mind sometimes, I don't know. Jeff Jones says, Addy, where's your chair from? Gumtree? Got it from somewhere on Gumtree, but I used to make these, believe it or not. We got here. SC says, Addy versus Ian John Lewis for Joshua Fury undercard, Battle of the Baldies. I would never fight Ian John Lewis. Ex-boxer, he will fuck me up. I just sometimes feel like he does a few things silly. But again, in the heat of the moment, it's very difficult. Super Sub Shaq says, that Jake Paul Askren press conference was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny as well. I did. I actually thought it was pretty funny. Good fight. What's Anthony Fowler saying? I missed the tweet from Anthony Fowler. He was saying something there. Good performance from Cheeseman, though. Look, it was a tough fight, but it was a good performance from him. Phil McGregor says, agreed. Wave it off. The ref needs a refresh. Supposed to be there to protect the boxers. This is what I'm saying, man. But hey, look, I don't know. Now, I understand what Ghetto Genius was saying about Tyson Fury and the Wilder fight, but again, he didn't take any punishment from Wilder in that fight. It wasn't a brutal bruising fight. This was a brutal bruising fight. Brutal. I mean, that fight could have been stopped in the 3rd round when Cheeseman landed 14 big right-handers back to back. I've seen fights stop for less, trust me. But yeah. Julian Dobbin says, F.A. Jagba should be on the Fury Joshua undercard. No, he should not. I'm a big F.A. Jagba fan. He needs to go away and do his own thing. What is going on with F.A. Jagba? Boy. Mo Ali says, Ade, do you think Matchroom will leave Sky for the Zone for their UK shows? No, I think Matchroom will try and cream as much money as possible. Matchroom right now are getting paid by Sky, getting paid by the Zone. They then put it out there to other platforms around the world. They're trying to take as much money as possible. I don't think they will leave Sky. I really don't. Not yet. Eventually, possibly. For now, no, not yet. Phil McGregor says, Ade, agreed. KO is immediate stoppage. Yeah, I think so. Cool, good question here from Stephen Ford. Povetkin loses. Is it retirement? Possibly, right? Possibly. What is Povetkin? 41, 42? I wouldn't be shocked if he does call it quits. I always say that this is almost like the wrong time to call it quits in the heavyweight division because there's so many money fights around. So many. Like, again, you look at Chisora, and I hate to bring him up again. Chisora lost to fucking Usyk. Parker was in a stinker against Junior Fart. Both of those guys are going to make really good money as a pay-per-view headline. And that one's coming off a loss, one's coming off stinking the place out. So this is almost the wrong time to go. The wrong time. Zach Wiseman says, can you wish Cameron Helfman and Dylan Brooks a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Cameron, and happy birthday, Dylan. Big fan of yours. Thank you. Happy birthday. Oh, Ghetto Genius says, Kieran Conway, rematch, I say. That makes sense. I like it. Makes sense. Quinn 40 says, I haven't heard anyone ask for a while until tonight. How many times have you been asked about that bloody green chair? By the way, I've reloaded your live stream. We're now a lot more in sync. Thank you for reloading it. You know, there is a lot of new people, though, Quinn, don't actually know the story about the new... They're showing it now. The punches in the third round, I think it was, that Metcalf was... Oh, these are brutal. Yeah, let's move on from it. All right, guys, remember, so we've got Eric Molina versus Fabio Wardley coming up. Then we've got the big one. So stay with me, Pete. Stay with me. Should be a fun one. How many of you are in the live stream? 700! Jeez! Smash the like button, people, and thank you. Thank you, 700 of you. That is going to go up, I think, that's going to go up to nearly 2,000 once Thingy comes on, you know. I'm confident of it. When White comes on. Mujahid Hussein says, nah, I'm sorry, Ghetto Genius. I'm watching the knockout again. That fight's over as soon as he hits the canvas. Done. Oh, God. Man. All right. Oh, that's a good one. Ronan Gibbons says, if White wins, does he fight Usyk Joyce winner? No. No. No, I don't think he does. There's going to be a problem. If White wins, White's going to want, obviously, to sit out and wait for the winner of AJ Fury. That's what he's going to want to do. Yeah. Sai H says, I need Molina and Povetkin to win by KO for 550 quid. It's a lot of money, boy. It's a lot of money. Porridge says, Whispers Gold or Yorkie? It's got to be Yorkie, innit? Do you remember how sexist the Yorkie bars were? Do you guys remember this? Yorkie bars were like, basically it was like anti-women chocolate. Oh, God. Molina looks like he's carrying a bit of timber, doesn't he? Bit of timber. He ain't serious. Molina literally has got 2 rounds in him. Amandeep Jahal says, don't get PC on us today. What happened? What happened? That is it. That's what they used to say. Dillian says it. Yoki bars, not for women. Fucking hell. Like, you're literally saying, think about what you're saying there on that advert. You're basically saying 60% of the market don't buy it. Crazy, huh? Crazy. People sleeping on Povetkin's punch resistance. Says SE. Are they? I mean, what? Like, Chisora. Dillian Whyte didn't even land clean and put him down twice. The uppercut was a bit of a harder punch, but wasn't nothing clean, and the hook wasn't clean. He went down. The punch resistance is clearly going. It's gonna go. He's an old man now. It's gonna go. T6. Toby Davis says, where are we on the card? Ade just rejoined. Toby, we're moving into Wardley Molina next, which is the co-main event, and then obviously we got the big one. We got the big one. Amandeep Jahal says COVID will play a factor. Povetkin looked gassed last time out. I think both of them looked gassed. Everyone keeps saying Povetkin. I think Dillian Whyte looked tired as well. Dillian Whyte always looks tired for me. Every time I see Dillian, I think that might just be his fighting style, but always looks tired for me. Karma Serene says, SC, Povetkin doesn't have much punch resistance. He's been dropped way too many times. Povetkin gets hit, you know. Gets hit, man. Let's not forget, even Price kind of wobbled him to the ropes, didn't he, if I remember correctly? 2 seconds. Rob Clash says, Ade, would a sit down with Kurt be something you would do in the future? I'd love to listen and watch. PS just asked him the same, and he said, yes, get on the phone, lad. Might have to do it. Reese Morris says, did I miss the fight? You didn't, Reese. You didn't miss the fight. It's not happening yet. You got about another 45 minutes, hour, I'd say. Quinn 40, 706 watching, 324 likes. Like the video, people. 324 likes is actually quite a lot. Jeez. Like the video, peeps. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, should we talk while we're waiting? Should we talk favorite chocolate bars? We might as well, innit? Let's switch up a bit until the boxing starts again. Oh, someone actually said it. Khaled says, Ade, let's discuss the best chocolate bars for a bit. Oh, what are we saying? You said you'll start Snickers. Snickers all day, innit? Wait. How old are you though, Khaled? Dude, do you know it was called Marathon? Like 20 years ago, Snicker bar was called Marathon. Yes. Pound for pound boxing, Maltesers. Bro, I'm gonna have to delete you from the building. Maltesers, does he even get a mention in this? It's never up there. Never up there. Joey Stevenson, Crunchy. I haven't seen a Crunchy or had a Crunchy in years. And we got 12. Ooh, 12's a good one, you know. 12's a good one, you know. You know what? Underrated Billy Baker, Picnic. Underrated. Picnic. Yeah. Let me tell you, Picnic could be a top 10. Could be a top 10. Don't at me. Could be a top 10. Talita says Bounty. Can't beat it. Bounty, the taste of paradise. Remember they used to sell that to us like that really was the taste of paradise. The fuckers. What else we got here? Oyemi Taiwo says, when's the fight going to start? Main event? I'd say about 45 minutes. Topic says Raj Guranji. Yeah, Topic was good. Kit Kat Chunky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, the problem is Ronan Gibbons said Kit Kat Chunky, yeah? It's not chunky anymore. They've taken the piss. It's actually quite small now, I'd say. Actually small. I don't even really... Yeah, it's just like, nah. I don't really do anything for me anymore. Ross says Mars Planets. What's Mars Planets? What is that? What is Stephen Ford, a man that I know. Fruit and nut. You can't go wrong. Dairy milk, fruit and nut. You can't go wrong. HB, Terry's Orange. I'm not convinced, blood. I'm not convinced. What is Mars Planets? I really don't know. Minstrels, yeah. You know, I can't lie. This is making me want to go to the fucking off license right now. Pound for pound boxing says after age, you rich. Pound for pound boxing got money. That was above my pay grade back in the day. Lime Bar says Mark Henry. I'm not sure, Mike. I'm not sure. All right, we got Fabio Wardley versus Eric Molina coming up in about 5 minutes. We will move on, trust me, in a minute. Scissor Campbell says little own brand. As pay-per-views cost too much. You little blood. We got any other good ones? Dairy Milk Oreo. Hussein Ali says, what's your favorite cuisine? I'm African, bruh. So we got like, that means we either go to Eba with ogbono stew, that's what we call it, or jollof rice. You know, there's a lady near me though, yeah, that has her own business, and she makes the best Caribbean food ever. You know, ever. Oh my God, this is an old one. This can't still exist. Shimon Lamb says curly whirlies. They can't still exist. It's not possible. They can't still exist. It's weird how all of you people are just like me, crazy, just like me, talking about biscuits and chocolates, you know. We're here to watch boxing and we're talking about biscuits and chocolates. Starlit Fawn says Boost are amazing. Oh, this is a good shout. And I like the way this person's gone specific. KRUK says Toffee Crisp from the fridge. And look, before anyone jumps on him, he makes sense. There's a difference. Toffee Crisp from the shop, put them in the fridge for a good hour. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Ross says jerk chicken changed my life. Deccan says, oh God, when was the last time you had some proper egusi? Every weekend at my mum's. Trust me. Joseph says cold chocolate is the best. You can't beat cold chocolate, blood. JWE Sports TV says, please tell me this is the co-main. It is. Eric Molina walking to the ring. I can't lie to you. I'm feeling what he's wearing. I like that green. You could wear that hoodie that he's wearing on a night out. Not a night out, but you know, like to the gym. Or just like going for a couple of drinks with someone, go and smoke a bit of shisha. I like what he's wearing. He is struggling to walk over the top rope. Why didn't you just walk through it then? All right, let's switch now, guys. Let's go back to boxing now. No more other stuff. Look, you guys are still going on about your fucking chocolate bars. Oh, someone, come on. Osis MMA says, Ade, let's see if you know this. Nido and Gadi. Do you know? Okay, did you have Beans and Gadi together? Number one. Anyway, look, we're moving away. We're talking. Let's talk boxing. Actually, last question. Julian Dobbins says, anything vegetarian? You know, I was actually trying to do the vegetarian thing for a little while. My ex-missus was very keen on the vegan stuff. Yeah. Ronan Gibbons, good question here, says, how's Wardley walking at second? I don't actually care about kind of that stuff, but it's very interesting. It's true, because Wardley should be, I'm sorry, like, Molina's the fucking two-time former world title challenger. And here we go, Fabio Wardley, who, by the way, I just found out is Nigerian. Didn't know that. Very interesting. Mark D says, Wardley looking a little too confident. Trust me, that's disguised by a lot of nerves. Not a lot of nerves. What we going here? What people saying here? Wardley within 3 rounds, says Patrick O. Oh, okay. John Dewell Free says, I say Molina by KO in this fight. Molina, first couple of rounds going to look really, really sharp. Really, really sharp. We'll see. Sebastian OK says, Molina has no 6 rounds in him. Molina doesn't have 6 rounds. Molina, literally, I'm telling you now, will have... Molina's got 2 rounds in him. 2 rounds. But we'll see. We'll see how Molina gets on. Is that Ricky Hatton in Fabio Wardley's? I forgot. Is Ricky... That is Ricky Hatton in the corner as well. Is Ricky Hatton part of the training team? Didn't know that. John Jones is Nigerian. Deontay Wilder's Nigerian. Don't know if you guys know that. Sizer Campbell says Wardley mid-rounds. Depends how he feels after being hit by Wardley. Yeah. Sebastian OK, Wardley Nigerian. Yeah, found out the other day. I was shocked. Actually, not shocked. Now I look at him, I can kind of see it, but I was a bit shocked. Shane Impofo says, no, he's doing corner work for Wardley. Okay, yeah. Let's see how Wardley gets on against Molina. Guys, this one is definitely not going the full Is it 10 rounder? It will be a 10 rounder, right? Let's just hope this one is done early, please. Ghost and Ade just casually ignoring me. Not casually, Ghost. Can't you see there's like a fucking 1,000 comments coming in? Can't read them all. What did you say? Let me see what you said. See if I can find it. I'm going to try and find it in a bit. PH says, Molina left hook could surprise Wardley, but I think it's 50-50. I actually think Wardley is the favourite just because Molina looks like he's just coming for a couple of rounds and a payday. We'll see. Mikey Eden says Wardley within 3. Interesting. Karma Serene says, at David Jones, Wilder has Nigerian roots, but he's American. Yes, she is correct. I think what he done one of those, what are those, is it, like, I don't know, is it DNA test? I don't know what it is, where you find out where you're from, and it was like 38% Nigerian and then other little parts as well. That's why I say he's Nigerian, but in terms of his, like, where he's from, yeah, 100% American. Let me see what Ghost is saying. Ghost, where's your comment? I need to read it. I feel bad missing. Oh, he says, I said, I wish you were my older brother. I'm 21. Yeah. Impodium says, for fuck's sake, read faster, Eddie. You're having a laugh at you, blood. Mr. R says, Ade is cool. Ade is not cool. Ade is very cool. Ade very cool. Fabio Wardley, I mean, for him to even be at this stage after having like 5 white-collar fights and then doing this is incredible. Thank you, Karma. Karma says, older brother is old enough to be your dad. Yes, I am. Shit, I am, you know. Thank you, Karma, for making me feel older than I want to feel. SE says, Molina, KO round 5. Oh, Molina, oh, look how out of shape he is. How can you be a professional athlete and look in that shape? Why? All right, let's go anyway. Let's go. Remember, guys, I'm probably going to be about 30 seconds behind you. So, yeah, just know that. Fabio Wardley looks in good shape, didn't he? Let's see. Ghetto Genius says, Ade, you're British with Nigerian background, or was you born in Africa? And I was born in Nigeria. Let's see what... Wardley looks very loose and confident, doesn't he? He's got to be careful. Looks very loose, to be fair, though. Molina's just like, okay. You know. Wardley's throwing a couple of feints. This is a dangerous fight for Wardley, you know. Very dangerous fight. Like, I think Wardley's going to win, but if Molina... Anyway, let's see what how many rounds Molina's got in him. But I don't know. Sports Video says Molina looks beat already. Now, Molina, to be fair, is a back foot fighter anyway. So even Molina at his peak, this is kind of how he used to fight. Look how low Wardley's hands are. Fuck. Oh, I don't even want to... Keep your hands up, Wardley. Keep your hands up. Guys, literally, first minute, nothing. Couple of feints, but nothing serious at all. Think about it, Molina was fighting Hrgovic. What, in 2019, he fought Hrgovic, who everyone's very high on. So this is why I say it's a bit of a step up for Wardley. Sorry, I just went quiet there just because I don't see anything happening. There's not, literally, it's just fainting. Both of them are fainting. Wardley's on the front foot, but nothing happened at all. Every time Molina tries and close the distance, he's just far too big and slow. And Wardley, he's good jab from Wardley, best punch so far. I can't lie, Molina doesn't look like he's trained for this fight at all. I don't know why he's got this opportunity then, if I'm honest with you. Doesn't look like he's trained for it. Doesn't look like he's done any sparring. You know, it's like, oh, I'll fight. Bad. Landed a nice little right hand there to Molina, though. Nice little right hand. Someone says, isn't Melina a school teacher? Adam Hilton says, is the fight live on here? My Sky stream just went down. Your Sky stream just didn't go down. Lie. Your illegal stream just went down. Tell the truth, Adam. Tell the truth. Wardy does a lot of feints. How's Melina's gum shield out already? Which basically means he's breathing heavy. He didn't even get punched. Gum shield out. Oh, God. Anyway, that round's over. Melina came to get paid. Yes, he did. Who said Melina won that round? Curtis Harvey. Melina won that round. How? Couple of okay, with those rights, yeah, maybe he's landed a couple of rights towards the end of the round. I don't know, man. I don't know. Richard Stainer says horrible matchup. Luca Basta says, Addy, you don't seem to be enjoying this one. You know, I just like you know, many like so many other heavyweights out there would love this opportunity right now. You know, co-main event. It's a big pay-per-view show. You know, the whole build-up looks quite interesting and fun. They've given it to Melina, who to me is not even coming in shape. That's what upsets me. Come in shape for it. You know, why are they giving it to someone that hasn't fought for sort of a year and a half? Or when was the last time he fought? Yeah, December 2019, a year and a half. It's like, why? When there's heavyweights. Look. Obviously, look, Michael Hunter looks like he's going to fight Hergovich. But how long was Michael Hunter screaming for an opportunity? Why? SE says, Ade, I'm getting 5 guys. You want me to send you some, please? Please, I'll send you my address. What's the time? Shuts in 55 minutes. Sai H says, it's shocking he got the chance to turn up like this. Agreed. Let's see what he can do now. It looks like he's a bit more aggressive though in this round too. So 30 seconds into round 2, looks like he's coming and he's a bit more aggressive. But Wardley, for someone that hasn't boxed a lot, he needs to stick to his fundamentals a bit more for me. The hands are too low. He's boxing like he's a seasoned vet and he can keep his hands low and. Christopher Klaus said Spilker would be a good test for him. Spilker's gone down to cruiserweight. He's even not even bridgerweight. Spilker looks like he's gone down to cruiser. Stephen Four says nice name on a resume. Yeah, it will be. If he can get the win, it will be a good name on the resume. But then the problem is, what do you do after you get the win? Do you go down to British level? Do you stay at sort of lower ranked world level? I don't know. Murdane says, for a chief support on a pay-per-view card, this is poor. Yeah, this is horrible. I can't lie. This is for a co-main event. This is really bad. Nice couple of shots though from Melina here. Wardley got to be careful. You know, if Melina was in good shape, he would beat Wardley. By the way, it's just that I know there's not going to be enough pop in Melina come round sort of 4 and 5. But that low left, yeah, is begging, and this is Wardley I'm talking about. That low left, which is just, it's like so low it's scary, is begging for a right hand. Melina just isn't fast enough and can't close the distance enough. But if Wardley steps up and he has someone fighting that has a bit of speed, he's in big trouble. Osiris MMA says, fancies Melina dropping Wardley. No, I don't know. I think he's too slow to close the distance. Pound for pound boxing says, Wardley isn't as good as I thought. It's only 10 fights in, dude. 10 fights with no amateur record whatsoever. None. And understand, he's fighting someone here that, yes, is past his best, but he's very experienced. XIV says, come on, Eric, do it for all the dad bods. Ghost says, Ade, what's your job besides YouTube? YouTube ain't a job. YouTube's fun. I have my own show on TalkSport Monday to Fridays. SE says, Ade, what's your thoughts on Bryant Jennings versus Oscar Rivas 2 for the WBC Bridgerweight title? Strange, because I spoke to Bryant Jennings and he told me he was going to retire. So yeah, I don't know why, but look, it's so difficult, right? Fighters nowadays, you know, they can't call it quits, can they? When they should. But yeah, he told me he's going to retire, and all of a sudden he's fighting. Stephen Toll says, Ade, are you still on Sky? I was on Sky on Wednesday. There's a new program they've done called Early Kickoff. I was on that Wednesday 7:30, so I'm on this Wednesday 7:30 as well in the morning. And I'm also doing something behind the scenes. We're working on something about boxing actually. So watch this space with that one. All right, I am literally starting round number 3 now, people. Everyone's asking. Quinn 40 says, simply, Wardy has no fear of Molina, but Molina could catch him if Wardy gets too relaxed. Yeah. Someone's saying that Wardy needs to go to the body. There's a lot that Wardy needs to do, but he knows how dangerous Molina is. His feints are a bit too obvious as well, but nice little jab, double jab, triple jab from Molina. Wardy moves away. You guys are watching it anyway, well, I hope you are. Wardy moves away, and he moves with his head still in the air as he's moving away. It's very dangerous. It works now, again, because Molina's slow. A faster fighter, boy. A few people saying that Wardy's done nothing so far. It's not been the best. I thought this fight would be over by now, if I'm honest with you. I'm still upset this fight is still going. This is the kind of co-main event that will put you to sleep. I'll tell you that now, put you to sleep. Eric Molina landing a couple of body shots, or trying to land a couple of body shots. A couple of 1-2s from Eric Molina. Did that right land? Wardy's got his guard up as Eric Molina's trying to punch through the guard. Molina's got to go to the body. He's trying to just land the big shots. He's got to go to the body, Molina, surely. Minute left of round number 3. J.O. says Wardley is trying to make himself look good. No, it's just how he boxes. I'm guessing this is a lot of you. This is the first time a lot of you have seen Wardley fight. I've seen all of Wardley's fights pretty much. This is how Wardley boxes. He's actually got better. He's actually getting way better, way more confident. Good, nice little counter right from Wardley. That was nice. Over the top of Molina's jab. That was a very good shot. Probably the best shot of the fight so far. Oh, big right hand from Wardley there as well. Huge right. Molina trying to land a big bomb. Johnny Peters says best round for Wardley. Agreed. Good round. World's best idiot says, who are you backing tonight? I'm a White fan. I think he's got it this time round. I thought that the first time, if I'm honest with you, and then he got hit with the best punch I've seen in years. Heide Khan says, this fight is dull as bricks. I've never heard anyone say a fight is... I've never heard that term, as dull as bricks. By the way, Molina wants to be out of there, by the way. Molina's got this thing about... Yeah, exactly. SE said it as well, Molina trying to quit. Molina doesn't want to be there, if I'm honest with you. At all. Wardy's got to be careful though, very erratic with his style, but Molina doesn't want to be there. All right. Stevie MC says even at a White in 5. Yeah, maybe. Oh, easy. This is the big statement, Stephen. Stephen 4 says Wardy's like Roy Jones, or Wardy likes Roy Jones. Okay, yeah, you can tell that's clearly his inspiration. Freddie says Molina is banned by VADA or WADA. Yep, won't be the only boxer. Ghost says Molina's here for a payday, nothing more. People say that, but a win takes you on to another payday, and maybe a bigger one. So yes, he's here for a payday. I mean, this is prize fighting. You have to fight for a prize, the prize being the check. But if he wins, then the next fight's a bigger paycheck. Which is what surprised me about Molina. Molina's fighting like he's fucking 40. Prediction for the main event? Don't know. Not yet. I've said White will win, but I have to see them both come out in the first round. But we'll see. Paul Clayton said he looks like a poor man's Fury. I don't know about that, you know. I mean, I can tell you now what Fury looked like in his 10th fight. In fact, Fury arguably lost his 10th fight. Arguably lost it. So, don't know, man. Everyone's got their own time to rise, my man. Go and watch Fury versus McDermott. Lost that fight. Luca Basso said Molina is an embarrassment. Karma Serene said Molina is a poor man's Molina. Oh, God, this is embarrassing, isn't it, for a fucking co-main event. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, what's Molina doing? Oh, I'm on the floor and what's he doing? Molina's not down. People say Molina's down. He's not down. Oh, fuck's sake, man. All right, I'm 144 of round number 4, people, and I'm praying to God this fight ends now, please. End now. Oh, Molina's making me feel sick. He's going to make me throw my fucking laptop out of this He's going to make me smash my laptop. Honestly, he's going to make me smash, and I don't want to smash it because I don't have money to buy another one. Stephen Toll says, what was everyone expecting from Molina? This was always going to be like this. Yeah, exactly. Omar Gillard said, shithousery. You're not wrong there, dude. Jeez. Richard Stainer says he won that round. So Richard, you need to stop it. What is Molina doing? He actually looks tired. And this is round number 4. He's done. He looks tired. This is, surely though, this is, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, if I'm Eddie Hearn and I'm watching this, I'm like, come on, dude. That was a good shot from Molina, though. That was a nice little shot to the body. J.O. says, the zone commentary just said Molina looks dangerous. Oh, you got the... I don't know. I don't know. Both of them, to be fair, don't look great, do they? It's one of those fights, man. Like, can we just get to Povetkin, right? Can the referee just, like, do something to both of them and disqualify both of them? Can we just get to fucking Povetkin White? If not, we're going to start talking chocolate bars again, I'll tell you now. What's this one? The zone commentary says Umar Razak. The zone commentary makes Sky commentary sound like Shakespeare. Yeah, the zone commentary is really fucking shocking, isn't it? No, wait a minute. Is it the UK guys on the zone commentary? Or is it the American guys? Because I think Chris Lloyd is doing the zone commentary for UK. Like, he's good. I think he's very good. Impodium says, a bit towards a new laptop. Oh, jeez. Jeez. What we got here? Amandeep Jahal says, Bellew is on the zone. Is Bellew on the zone? Is that true? What everyone's saying, that Bellew's on the zone. Is that true? Someone's saying Molina in shape wins this. Yeah, Molina in shape does win it. Oh, the torch. Someone asked me, not drinking tonight at 8. Well, we are going to start drinking soon. So yeah, now. All right, it's done, isn't it? Wait, what is going on here? Let's have a look. You guys are clearly in front of me. Oh, Wardy looked hurt there, didn't he? Oh, they're having a go now, though. Oh, jeez. I can't even react to it. I don't know if he's actually hurt. I need to see the punch again. He looked like he's hurt. All right, fight's over. It's done. Was he hurt? It looked like Wardley was hurt. And then Wardley's on the back, fighting on the back foot. Bang. I need to see that again before I critique Molina too much. But thank God it's over. But let me see that again. He's exhausted. He's actually exhausted, Molina, by the way. I don't think he's actually hurt. Wardley did get rocked. It's not a problem. He got rocked, but let me have a look at that again. Okay, he's up. He's actually talking to the referee about, oh, he's saying he got a punch in the back of his head. Let's see it again. Oh, the team, Molina's team are not happy. They're saying that Molina got punched in the back of his head. Let's see it again. I need to see that. Come on, fucking hell, Sky. Where's the replay? Took a dive, says Gary Sam. I'm not quite sure if he took a dive. Jake McLeod Jr. says, hang them up, Molina, you threw it in. Yeah, at this point, he's just payday, isn't it? Ghost, stop this. Okay, no. Ghost needs to stop this shit. I cannot be your father, Ghost. I cannot be your father. Stop it. Who's saying he took a dive? Jorge saying he took a dive. Obviously, he wasn't allowed to hurt Wardley too much. I'll stop. It's not that bad. Richard's staying there. He did get hit behind the head, but he took the easy way out. I need to see it again. Come on, Sky. Show the replay. Quinn 40 says, why is Molina still fighting? Zero effort in his past few fights. And once he hits the floor, he's an A-list actor. Just getting paid, isn't he? He's just getting paid decent money. Like, I'm trying to think, co-main event, Sky Sports, what's he getting paid? 250,000? That's just a random figure I just chucked out. I don't know if that's true. You can see why he wants to continue. All right, let's see the replay of this. So he landed a beautiful, beautiful right hand, clearly wobbled Fabio Wardley. Let me see it again. And this is what Wardley's left is going to cause him problems. His left is far too low down. All right, let's see the punch that he's saying got caught with on the back of his head. Headbutt, they kind of nah. Sorry, no. The head clash, he landed a couple of rights. And to be fair, as Molina's kind of falling forward, he does land a couple on the back, but it's nothing serious. No, Molina just found his way out. Just found his way out. Eric Bumba. 2 seconds, I'm trying to read. All right. Ali, that was a dive. Oh, wait a minute. Was it a dive or a tangle of legs? What was that? And then he's trying to say that Fabio Wardley then kicked his head on the way walking past him as well. Oh, I don't know. Kevin Bakermalt says, terrible performance from Wardley. It's a big step up, guys. Big, big step up. A knockdown that turned into a dive. People saying Molina quit. Oh, it's a bit strong. Patrick O says Molina should have his purse taken from him. There's a bit. I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse, if I'm honest with you. A lot worse. Mitchell Marsh says, love your channel, mate. Keep it up. I will try and keep it up as much as I can. I didn't do as many videos this week as I wanted to. Mainly because it was my birthday, and mainly because I thought, you know what, I'm just tired. You know what we're going to get quickly? I'll quickly put that there for a second. It's time to get a bit of Karma Serene's drink. As we build up to the main event, let's have a bit of Taliska. What's that? Is that a double? A double, innit? Let's go a bit more. Double? Yeah, it's about a double. Triple. Joe Blow says triple. Umar Razik says that's a single. Umar, you must be an alcoholic, my man. That's not even a single, says Bond. That is talking about. What are you guys talking about? It's a double. Is it? All right, it's a single and a half. All right. Ross, Addy, who you got? Billy Joe or Canelo? Canelo every single day of the week. It's not even. It's not even. I'm not gonna say it's not close, but Canelo, man, come on. Ian Ford says Tedesca is one of the best single malts out there. It's great. It's great. Thank you to Karma. Thank you to Karma. Fabio Wardley, how do we think he done? I thought he done all right. Wasn't the greatest performance in the world, but he's in there against a risky fighter in Molina for a couple of rounds. Decent. Ghetto Genius says Babbage stops Wardley. You must be crazy. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. Ronan Gibbons, UFC main event, who wins and how? Ngano by knockout. I think he sleeps him this time. I really do. I think he sleeps. I think he's going to take his time. By the way, Fabio Wardley done so well to survive that big right hand. That was a great right hand from Molina. Let me just see the knockout again. So he landed a couple of shots. Headbutt. There was the clash of heads, you know. The clash of heads is what caused the problem initially. Didn't really land anything clean. Strange. Strange knockdown. Strange. Everything about that fight was strange. Oh, that's a good question. Adil Shukat says, Ade, you going live for the Herring versus Frampton? Might as well. Might as well. I ain't doing much. Miocic is quality, but if Ngano connects, yeah, big if though. No, in saying that, Ngano connected the first time round. Nothing happened. KRUK says, only Johnny Walker Black, not quite a Taliska, but I'll do the job. Yeah, this is quality stuff, by the way. I should really have it with a couple of ice cubes, but... This all stops April 12th. Once the gym's open, we are done. All right, what questions have we got coming in? Adil Shukat says, loving these lives, man. Make my weekend. This is a long one, isn't it, as well? How long is this one? Over 2 hours. Jeez! Over 2 hours. God damn. What we got here? Paul Clayton says, Wardley's a decent bloke. Yeah, Wardley's a nice guy. A massive guy as well. I actually thought Wardley was too small for heavyweight until he walked past me. I was like, geez, you're a big guy. He's a big guy. I was like, fucking hell. He's easily 6'5", 6'6". He's a big lump. Pound for pound boxing says, Ade, you're the best for real. I'm not the best. I do think I'm the best at, I do think I'm the best at these live streams. You know why I say that? Because I'm doing them by myself. It's not easy. Like, I watch a couple other people's live streams. G-Man does it by himself as well, to be fair. But most have like someone with them. That's easy. It's easy work, that. This is the test of a true man. Can you do a live stream by yourself for 3 hours? That will test you. Does Wardley come from money? Says DesTDV. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about his background. I'm not sure. Curtis Harvey says you should do a live stream with Boxing Wave. Not sure who Boxing Wave are, but might as well. Showbiz does it by himself. Does he? No, he does it with some people sometimes, but Showbiz is really good. Showbiz got that energy. I don't know where the fuck he gets that energy from. He's really good. Sounds posh for a boxer. Boxers. Oh, man. Finbar White is saying, just seen Povetkin is 9-1 in betting. This is, I've never seen anything like this. So in the first fight, White was a favourite. Not a massive favourite, but it was a favourite in the first fight. He gets knocked out in the fight. He then comes back and he's now even a bigger favourite. How does that make any sense? Strange. Strange, boy. Strange. Sarah Collins says, Ade, you can talk a glass. Oh, Sarah's in the building. Ade, you talking glass eyes to sleep? Of course you can. You do 3 hours on your Todd. Guys, I do 4 hours in my show on Talk Sport on my own. 4. So this is easy work. This is easy work. Curtis Harvey says, boxing wave is a New Yorker and hates Wilder and loves AJ. Too biased, but other opinions are good. If anyone, I probably am going to do something with Showbiz the Adult, just because I find him quite interesting. I find him quite interesting a lot. What we got here? Adiri Pennant says, I'd like to see Francis Ngannou in boxing. Nah, he'll get smoked, man. He'll get smoked in boxing. Trust me, he hasn't got the movement. Like, have you not seen him throw punches? How wild he is. He'll get smoked to pieces. Trust me. Okay, this is interesting. Gunner04 says, I hate to say this, but Povetkin knocks Whyte out in the 6th. I pray I'm wrong, though. No, I don't know about that. Ade, what do you think of barbershop conversations? Good, fun. Can't, not a problem. Oh, it's a good one. Thomas Muir. This is so random. Nothing to do with boxing. Ade, your favorite cologne? I've got some interesting ones in there. What's my best cologne? I've got this one, Bulgari, in there. Whoo! Lean wood essence. Get it? Trust me, it will change your life. It will change your life. You'll be walking past females, they'll turn around, they're like, who's that? That's the kind of shit you want. That's the kind of shit you want. What we got here? Paul Taylor, let's go Povetkin. My bet, Povetkin round 1 to 3. Jesus Christ. All right, let's get some predictions in. We are going, literally, 10:30 now. Surely they're not going to fucking try and stress this out. This has to happen now. Surely. Thornton says, Ade, tell us what Dillian Whyte is thinking right now. Any doubts or demons? There's no way he doesn't have demons right now. There's no way. Like he will remember. Okay, I'm going to read some of the predictions in a minute. He will remember exactly what happened in the first fight. He's probably thinking, I put that guy down twice. Yes, there weren't heavy knockdowns. The guy got up. There's no way he won't be thinking that. And he would, like that punch that put him down, you're going to have demons about that punch all the time. He needs to literally, Povetkin, for Dillian Whyte's sake, and this is quite silly, but Povetkin needs to land something. Dillian Whyte needs to eat that punch, and then he'll be okay. Until that happens, I think everyone's going to be a bit nervous for Dillian Whyte. Everyone. Yeah, he said it, didn't he? He done an interview with Kugan Cassis, and he was like, I'm going to be nervous. And I'm not scared. He said, I'm not scared of any man, and I truly believe that he's not. But he's going to be nervous. Why wouldn't he be? Quinn40 Super Chat says, this is so random. Please tell me you've seen the trailer for Coming to America. I haven't, and I don't even want to watch the film. Coming to America, the first one, was one of the greatest films out you've ever. And all of a sudden they've done a 2, and it's just, leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right, predictions are coming in. Conrad Boxing says Povetkin round 9. Jeez. Todd Boyd says, Tian mentioned you in one of the latest videos. Have you seen it? Nope, I haven't. David Jones, which heavyweight has been the most interesting post-fight career? We'll talk about it in a second. Nick Undisputed says Povetkin KO 8. James Preston says round 3. I'm guessing he's talking about Dillian Whyte. Luke Parker, Povetkin repeat. Oh, geez. Patrick O says Whyte will win by KO round 9. Ados Socrates says Whyte KO with ease, you know. Jeez. Frederick says your stream is a bit late. How can you know my stream's a bit late when the fight's not even on yet? HBU says White KO round 3. A lot of people thinking, Jesus Christ. Finbar White says, what's betting on a trilogy if Povetkin wins? Imagine Hearn's face. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, I don't know. I think Hearn will be upset, but Hearn doesn't have the relationship with White that he has with like a Bellew or definitely not an AJ or even a Kell Brook back in the day. So I don't think he'll be super upset, by the way. I think he'll be upset because obviously they do good business with each other. But I don't think he has a relationship like he has with other fighters, with Dillian Whyte. I don't think that at all. A lot of people thinking Povetkin, you know. Doodle Bob, Povetkin round 6 to 8. K-Boss, White round 2. Edson, White KO round easy. White earlier, Povetkin late. Jeez. I've been in that studio. I don't know if you guys are watching it. It's weird. That studio right now that they're showing Johnny Nelson and Carl Frotchin. I've actually worked in that studio. Kind of crazy. I've never ever thought about going to Gibraltar in my life. Now I'm looking at it thinking, well, man, going there. Looks all right, doesn't it? They're going to long this out for as long as... I don't know why. 10:30 UK time is perfect. Why are they not walking to the ring? What is going on? Quinn 40 says it's written by Eddie Murphy and nearly all original cast. You think it'll be bad? You know what it is? This is talking about Coming to America, by the way. I've just seen the reviews, and maybe I shouldn't, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't look great. The reviews look shocking. Sizer Campbell says 40 now. When's the Old Spice coming out? That shit ain't coming out. I'm 30. I'm not 40. I'm 30. Ronan Gibbons says, trust me, this will go decision. Both will be gun shy. No chance. No chance. Gun shy. Povetkin and Dillian Whyte. Andrew Spence is in the building. He says, Coming to America 2 is awful. See, that's what everyone's saying. And these are people that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The original was the best. The original's always the best, wasn't it? Pound for Pound Boxing says, Addy, I need part 2 of our call. All right, I'll give you a shout. See what we can do. Pound for Pound Boxing. By the way, guys, go and check out Pound for Pound Boxing has a YouTube channel. Obviously about boxing. You know, give it a watch. If you like it, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. But give it a go. Give it a chance. And I'm going to be helping him with the channel as well. I'm going to be on the channel soon. Reading the predictions, people have no idea what's going to happen. I've seen every single prediction in this little community of ours, and I've seen fucking everything. Literally, this fight is what we want because no one has a clue. What we got here? Ghetto Junior says it's a 50-50 fight. Agreed. I hate that term, but I agree. I think it is. XIV says, too close to call. Gun to my head. Don't use my phrases. Don't use my phrases. Gun to the head, I'd go Povetkin. That's what I do. HB says, have you watched Breaking Bad yet? No, I haven't. This is exactly what British fight fans wanted, didn't they? They just wanted a little sing-along and a little drink, and they're doing it and they're loving it. Just watching the fans here now. White round 10 says Neville Davey. It's a good shout, right? White round 10's a good shout. Raps on TV says White to win. That's easy, bruv. We need a round. And how? Can't understand of that. You're a boxing man. Round and how? How's he going to win? And Podium says, over 1,000 of you in the chat. Really? Is there that many in the chat? Oh my God, there is that many in the chat. How many of you that have come thinking it's the fight? Sorry to disappoint you, but if you're here, smash the subscribe button and the like button. What we got here? Ronan Gibbons, White decision. Wouldn't shock me. You know what it is? And I understand what Ronan's saying. I remember the first White, okay, White's making his ring walk right now. Man. He's got rest in peace Hagler on his, that's nice. I like that. I like that. Povetkin KO round 7, says Joe Matthews. We'll see. Karma Serene says, Addy, your 5 guys is at the door. I wish it was, boy. 2 seconds. Ghost. Addy, why did you time me out? I timed you out because you started talking about things like me wanting to be a dad. Stop it. Stop it. Andrew Spence, Fruit and Fiber. We're going to talk about that. Yes, we're going to talk about it in a minute. Fruit and Fiber is a great cereal. Don't let Andrew convince you it's not. Fruit and Fiber is a bloody good cereal. What does Base the kids say? I had 5 Guys food yesterday. The problem is, Base, you know what the problem is with me? When I have 5 Guys, I go in. So we're talking 2 burgers, a fries. It's a lot. Big Bundit says he's very nervous looking. Dillian Whyte, could be a good thing. No, he's going to be nervous. There's no way he's not going to be nervous. He's going to be very, very nervous. But we know how Dillian Whyte can go. Dillian Whyte can go. I just saw something about Mr. R says, Ade, Tian Booth was not happy because you mispronounced Tian. What did he say? What did Tian Booth say? Not that I want any drama, but what did he say? Let me know. When does the fight start, says Mitchell Dunton? The fight starts in about, I would say about 15 minutes, and I'm getting excited now, boy. Getting excited now. Anthony Vander says, I'm worried for White. Povetkin is a silent killer. I'm telling you. Povetkin is a killer, blood. Boy. A lot of people saying they like White's robe. So do I. David Diamante doing the work. This is a big fight, you know. This is a big fight. It's really nice what he's done there. Hagler, rest in peace. I like that. You know, I want White to win, you know. I want White to win a lot. No, I don't know, man. Stephen Town, he says, Addy, I thought you weren't having another drink. I thought so as well, but then I watched Eric Molina's performance, and geez, you're lucky I haven't drunk the whole bottle after that performance. Karma Serene saying you probably left. Karma, what? Really? Are you? Let me. You know what it is? The funny thing is, my buzzer is silent right now. You know, I'm getting messages right now from someone at TalkSport. What's he saying? Hi, Addy. I hope you're well, man. Would you like to come on to Weekend Breakfast tomorrow to review Povetkin White? Andrew Spence, if you're still in this chat, can you tell Mr. Tony Afoki that I am doing a live, but I would come on tomorrow to talk about this fight? If you're still in the chat. White, yeah, White's ready to go. White is ready. This is going to be a mad one, you know, people. Ronan Gibbons, you're wrong. This is going to be a mad fight. This is going to be a mad, mad fight. Zach 4 says, White looks charged. This is going to be fire. Ronan Gibbons says, Addy always working. I know, bro. I need a break, don't I? Baby G Camacho said, what's your drink? My drink is Taliska. Wait, can you see that better there? No, wait, that way? Or the other way? No, that way. Boom, really good. Ghetto Genius says, let's go. This is what we waited for, people. 3 hours of a live stream for this. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Povetkin looks... No, you get those guys that just don't even speak English. Povetkin looks like he's ready to go. Ready to go. Boy. That's going to be a mad one, you know. Anything can happen in this fight. And you know what's going to upset me is that I am 30 seconds behind you and someone's going to put something, whatever happens in the stream, someone's going to put it there. It's annoying. Baby G Camacho says it's 3:45 in California now. Nice and early for you, man. Nice and early. William Gray says, I changed my mind. Looking at White, he's doing it early. It's going to be a tough fight. Tough fight. Base the Kid said, don't look at the stream while the rounds are going on. It's difficult, Base, but I'm going to try not to. Miles Colbert says it's 2:45 in Fairbanks, Alaska. Jeez, got people from all over watching. Fun Boxing says, I love this sport, but I'm nervous. Ronan Gibbons said, turn the chat off while rounds are going on and turn the chat on in between rounds. Yeah, I might have to do that, you know. I might have to turn the chat off in between rounds. I might have to, because I just don't want to see it. Povetkin walks to the ring like he's going fishing. Like he's like walking to the ring. Like he's walking to the ring for war. It's almost like walking to the ring like, oh, here we go again. Do I have to do this? Oh, man. I hope Povetkin is fully fit. I know it sounds stupid. We know the COVID issue. I hope he's just fully fit. All right. My prediction as we go, my prediction is Dillian Whyte stops Povetkin round 5. That's what I'm getting. Round 5, I think he gets rid of him. All right, that's it. Round 5, I think he gets rid of him. Povetkin round 6. I'm saying White round 7. Tyler Benster says, anyone know where I can watch this? Yeah, Tyler, buy the pay-per-view. That's where you can watch it. Buy the pay-per-view. Simple. 1995. Treat yourself. Oh, God. Ronan Harris says, Dillian Whyte, 8-round TKO. White, yeah, okay. A lot of people are going for White now. Kenrick Brown says, bro, I'm nervous. Bro, you're nervous. I'm nervous, bro. I don't know why. I'm not the biggest, like, I'm not, like, AJ, my heart will be fucking beating, like, through its chest. But I do like Dillian Whyte. I do want him to get the job done. I do. W. Thornton says, long COVID looks iffy already. Looks a bit iffy, doesn't it? I'm like, Okay, what's this? Laura Kavanagh says, John Fury is on BT now, saying he doesn't think they can get the venue and money happening for the AJ fight. Wrong time with pandemic, he thinks. Oh, God. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. If that's the case, then what can I tell you if that's the case? Something clearly is going wrong, right? Because I don't know. Whyte's massive, isn't he? He's just a massive human being. Andy Stone says Whyte needs to win it for the UK to have 3 of the top 5 heavyweights. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Curtis Harvey says Russian national anthem is pretty sweet, to be honest. I can't lie to you. I've always loved the Russian national anthem just because of bloody Rocky. Rocky 4, that was it. I was done. Loved it. I like the Russian anthem and I like the South African anthem. Love them. Stephen Force says, I don't think Povetkin is fully fit. Don't know, man. I saw him hit the pads and he looked good from. He looked good there. He looked good there. Oh, this is funny. Ghetto Genius, Whyte looks scared to me. Whyte ain't scared of any human being on this planet. There's certain people that are just. Whyte ain't that guy. Whyte's not scared. Trust me, we're good. We are good. I like the Italian anthem. I've not even heard the Italian anthem before. Now, what? Yeah, Povetkin's all right. I'm looking at it now. Povetkin's good. Quinn 40 says, in Povetkin's intro, the MC speaks a bit of Russian before they say his name. Any idea what they're saying? I don't. I actually don't know what they're saying. I kind of like that Russian anthem, yeah? It's like they're going to war, you know? It's an anthem of, like, war. I'm telling you. I feel like the UK anthem... This is not even anti-monarchy talk, but God Save the Queen just doesn't... I don't feel like... You know what I mean? Like we're ready to go. Doesn't do that for me. Doesn't do that for me at all. Doesn't do it for me at all. Usman Mahmood says the British anthem is the deadest one. Easy. Let's not cause problems here. It's not. I'm just saying. I just like the Russian because of Ivan Drago. Finbar White says Irish anthem is the best. Yeah, that's a good anthem. The Irish anthem. Actually, the Irish anthem's good. When you watch when you're watching the rugby, you're like, okay, it's a good anthem. All right, we're about to go. We're about to go, people. That's it. I'm gonna hide the chat for now because I am 30 seconds behind and ain't no one ruining this for me. All right, just quickly before they go. Pablo Gonzo says white shorts are blinging. They are pretty good, innit? Oh man, I don't want to turn the chat off because I do like reading some of your stuff, but I am behind, 30 seconds behind. Come on, white people saying. Laura's like, come on, white. Give us a time check when it starts. So for me, it's gonna start in. Sharon Burns says, guys, just don't say anything, please. They will. They will. Nate Haley says, are you showing the fight on this channel? Nate, I am certainly not showing the fight on this channel. All right, so someone just says the fight starts now. Fun Boxing, it says it starts now. That means I am, so I am 30 seconds behind, so it is. All right, I'm hiding the chat. Chat's been hidden. Sorry, guys. Sorry, apologies if I'm doing this, and I do apologize. Actually, let me open the chat. Let me show the chat again quickly. I'm back, people. I'm back because the fight hasn't started for me yet. Talita, Almeida. Is it Almeida or Almeida, Talita? Don't look at the comments. It's impossible not to look at the comments. By the way, Dillian Whyte looks in great shape, doesn't he? He's never going to be one of those body beautiful guys. He's never going to be like, I don't know, like an AJ or a Wilder. That's just not how he's built. But I think this is probably some of the best shape I've ever seen him in, apart from when he was very early coming up. Povetkin doesn't look in great shape at all. I have to be honest with you, doesn't look in great shape. I remember when Povetkin was on the juice and he looked like a destroyer. He doesn't look like that anymore. At all. Lee Jones says, Ade, you do better numbers for live than some of the big channels. People have told me this, actually, and it does surprise me. You know what? I don't know what to tell you, but I've been told this. Like, there are other bigger channels doing the lives, and they can't touch me. They can't touch me. Because I'm cool. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Pound for pound boxing says you got a hardcore fan base. Maybe. All right, someone said it's just started. Guys, I'm 30 seconds behind. Am I is it just started, really? All right, Thomas J. Ridley says, Ade, round 4, White KO. Thomas Muir says, Ade the GOAT. Yeah, I am. I pretty am. All right, guys, I'm hiding the chat. Yeah, I've got to hide the chat. I've got to hide the chat. I'm sorry. Sorry, we've got to do it. Hide the chat. All right, we're hiding the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. This is it. This is what we wait for. Boxing gives us so much crap. And then we get this. All right. Ding, ding. Round number 1. I can't lie. Chisora looks like he's on a warpath. Chisora's got such a big jab. It's surprisingly how long his levers are. But Chisora has taken center of the ring. He done this in the first fight, to be fair. Good little left hand there from Povetkin. A nice little left jab from Povetkin. Chisora just needs to start ramming out that jab. That's it. Good jab from Chisora there. Just ram it. He's got to do that. Chisora feinted to throw a big right hand and then stop midway through. Oh, big uppercut from Povetkin. Chisora's trying to go for the kill already. Chisora is trying to go for the kill and he's going to get caught. What is going on in this fight already? Chisora literally wants to take him out in the first round. Easy. Easy. Chisora has got to... Sorry, I keep saying Chisora. Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has got to just take it easy. Both of them seem to have calmed down from that first minute. That first minute was crazy. That's nervous energy, by the way, from Dillian Whyte, you know. I almost feel like Dillian Whyte, and I said this already, Dillian Whyte, I think, can win this fight at long range. If he tries to get in a scrap, he can get caught. But look, in saying that, he's got the power. That's better. Nice jab. Followed it up with a nice little right hand to the body as well. Both of them throwing wild hooks and both missing. I don't know why I was saying Chisora in the first 20 seconds. Povetkin having a look from distance. White landing a nice little jab as well. Just pop that jab out. He's fucking levers are so long. It's incredible. Povetkin trying to land a hook. Nothing. Chisora ducks it. Chisora, nice little right hand from Chisora there. I don't think he landed clean. I think Povetkin kind of rode with it. So it's like the punch was coming. He kind of rode quite well with it. But this first round has been very aggressive from Chisora. Good body shot from Chisora there. Chisora, by the way, just looks so much bigger than Povetkin. But he looks a bit mobile. Looks a bit clumsy sometimes, a bit cumbersome with his movement, does Dillian Whyte. Nice little right hand from Dillian Whyte there underneath the Povetkin jab. Good right hand. 30 seconds left of the first round. Good round from Chisora. Very aggressive. Again, very... This is exactly how the first fight was. Good jab from Chisora, just popping that jab out. They tangle up. One thing I like about Chisora, do you remember when Joseph Parker was fighting Junior Farr? Joseph Parker would get tangled up and almost wait for the ref to do something. Chisora is just like, he's so aggressive even when they do tangle up. But first round Chisora, what are people saying? Oh, you guys are saying Chisora. Jeez, loads of, oh my God. All right, everyone. Yes, I said Chisora. Bloody hell, look how many came through. Jeez. You know what though, yeah? By the way, in that little melee they had there, White didn't land anything, you know. White was swinging for the fences. It didn't land anything clean whatsoever. Actually, a nice little left hook close, but nothing at all. Landed a nice right. I mentioned that, didn't I? Nice little right from Dillian Whyte. First round, definitely Dillian Whyte. But again, first round was Dillian Whyte in Eddie Hearn's back garden. You guys are funny. All right, round number 2. Dillian Whyte starts off with a jab again. If Dillian Whyte just sticks to this jab, Dillian Whyte looks so loose. I don't think I've ever seen him like this on his toes bouncing. It looks really, really light. Honestly, it's the best shape I've seen him for a long time. Povetkin stumbling all over the place again. Dillian Whyte doesn't land anything clean, but whatever he landed there made Povetkin stumble. It's almost like they get a tangle of legs. Povetkin, though, just having a look, and this is what Dillian Whyte's got to be careful about. And he's tucking up quite well, but he's got to be careful because you can see Povetkin almost just having a look here. Good jab from Dillian Whyte there, another strong jab. And he's not just, it's actually like a punch. He's throwing it out, not just as a rangefinder, but it's landing, it's a scoring punch. Keep doing it, keep throwing that jab. Goes the jab to the body, just trying to offset what Povetkin's doing. Povetkin, though, still having a look, and Dillian Whyte is noticing it on the back foot. Povetkin misses with a left hook there. They're getting close, and Dillian Whyte lands up close as well. Povetkin looks so much smaller and older. Nice little 1-2 from Dillian Whyte. Really good 1-2. I don't know what it is. I'm just so fearful Povetkin's going to land something. Povetkin just looks like he's trying to measure him. But he's struggling to get in close, because when he does get in close, Dillian Whyte is so aggressive and just manhandling. Like even right now, Dillian Whyte's just pushing him back to the ropes. Just far too strong for him. Not as good as an opening round for Dillian Whyte here, but doing enough to win the round. 50 seconds left of round number 2, and it's Dillian Whyte that's in control of the fight, but like he's not landed anything serious in this round at all. Tries to land a left hook there as they break up. Nothing, misses. Nice little body shot. Povetkin landed a left. Dillian Whyte tried to land a big right as well, but Povetkin ducked underneath it. Povetkin did land a left there, though. Got to be careful, Dillian Whyte. Looks like he's starting to breathe heavy already. But that's just how Dillian Whyte is. He looks like it almost looks like he's always struggling, but then can go 12. Gets his second win very, very quickly. 15 seconds left of round number 2. For me, it's another Dillian Whyte round, but this one a lot closer than round number 1. Dillian Whyte, massive swing and a miss there with a right. Good jab from Dillian Whyte to end the round. Povetkin looks at him. I don't know why Povetkin does this. Povetkin always tries to go back and touch, like, yeah, good round. And Dillian Whyte's like, I'm not interested in touching you, my man. Not interested at all. You guys are still doing the Chisora thing? Come on, what's wrong with you? Grow up. Yeah, Thomas Miocic, what's with Povetkin's balance? I have no idea. Will Okocha says, Dillian Whyte has the worst footwork. It's not great, is he? You little kids, look at you. Chisora. I can't help people. Sai hates Sam. Povetkin is breathing heavy. That's just how he is all the time. All right, let's go. Round number 3. What's the referee? What's he doing? There we go. Let's see if anyone can land anything of note in this round number 3. Both of them just fainting right now. Both of them just landing feints. Dillian Whyte lands a little jab. Not much in it. Povetkin is trying to close the gap. And when he's getting closer, you know. To be fair, every time he does come in, Dillian Whyte is smart when he comes in. He either holds him or he's very, very aggressive. But he's getting closer. Nice little body shot there from Dillian Whyte. Sort of right hand to the body. Just to try and slow the movement down of Povetkin. He still looks, he's a lot more mobile. Dillian Whyte down. Is that a slip or is he down? What is he calling it, a slip? I thought I saw a punch there. See that again. See that again. I thought I saw a punch on the way down, but we'll see it. We'll see it again at the end of the round. 1 minute 46 of round number 3. I really thought that Povetkin connected with him there. Interesting. But Povetkin didn't argue too much with it, but I thought I saw a punch. Povetkin dangerous, that left hook, man. That left hook dangerous. Oh, massive right hand from Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte doesn't know, I don't think he realizes how big that right hand was. Povetkin is hurt from that right hand. He lands at another one. Big right hand from Dillian Whyte as well here. We've got 1 minute 16 left of round number 3. That was a huge right hand from Dillian Whyte. And it was like almost like double bloody value because Povetkin's walking into it and Dillian Whyte lands it. Massive right hand. Best shot of the fight so far from Dillian Whyte, easily. Nice jab as well from Dillian Whyte. I still want to see that, what the ref is calling a slip, very early in round number 3. Because I thought it was a knockdown, but we'll see. But like, I don't think this fight's going to points anyway. The way these guys are throwing, someone's getting knocked out. 40 seconds left of round number 3. I think that punch has really, really hurt Povetkin. And I just don't think Dillian Whyte realized how much. Don't get me wrong, still dangerous. And Dillian Whyte will still have nightmares of the first fight, but that was a massive punch. Good jab from Dillian Whyte here as well. Another good jab, doubling it up. Povetkin does get in close, but when he got in close there, didn't do anything. Just went in close, almost sat on Dillian Whyte's chest and did nothing. I think he's still recovering from that punch. Another big right hand from Dillian Whyte again. That's 3 or 4 big right hands from Dillian Whyte in this round. Easily Dillian Whyte's round. Especially if, okay, let's see if they're going to show that knockdown again. But very, very good round for Dillian Whyte. He goes to the corner, always looks knackered as Dillian Whyte all the time. Oh, come on, show it. Because it looked like, are they showing it now or are they showing the punches? No, they're just showing what Dillian Whyte did. Good jab from Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte landed a couple of good stuff. All right, let's see. I think this is it now. Oh, no, that's the right hand. Massive right hand from Dillian Whyte. Bang. Right on the top of the head. Povetkin done well to stay on his feet from that, I tell you. You guys are still saying the Chisora thing. Oh my God. Are you not bored of that? Let's see what happens here. Round number 4. Good fight so far. Dillian Whyte, for me, winning all 3 rounds. Kind of, I wouldn't say comfortably, but he hasn't been in much trouble, if I'm honest with you. Oh, massive right hand. This fight's done. This fight is done. Povetkin is in trouble. Got to be careful. Dillian Whyte's got to be careful, but Povetkin is done. He's trying to swing back, which basically means he's hurt. He's trying to land a haymaker as well, but Dillian Whyte just looks too strong. I said round number 5 could be right here. Like, one thing Dillian Whyte must be thinking of is I've landed big bombs on this guy, and this guy's still here. But he's done. He's done. If I'm Dillian Whyte, I'm jumping on him right now. Got to be careful, but jump on this man. Come on, Dillian. You know what the problem is for Dillian right now? He's having flashbacks of the first fight where he's hurt this guy, he's put him down, and this guy somehow lands a shot from the gods. Dillian Whyte needs to forget that. He's hurt Povetkin 3 or 4 times in this fight, and I think he's taken his foot off the pedal when he needs to be a more aggressive. 1 minute 46 left of round number 4 here, and look, Dillian Whyte needs to kind of put the foot on the pedal again. He's almost just posturing a bit. Landed a good jab there, Dillian Whyte. He's letting Povetkin kind of get his second wind again. Povetkin was clearly hurt by that punch. Even hurt by a jab there. With a jab, he stumbled back. I get it. I understand what happened in the first fight, but you can't let... Dillian Whyte of old would have jumped on this, man. Just missed with a big right hand there, the Dillian Whyte. A bit clumsy with the left hook there. It's got to be careful. But so far, this is a very, very comfortable and a very, very good Dillian Whyte round. Tried to go to the body there, which is good. Something he did a lot in the first fight that he's not really done in this fight is go to the body. Tried it there with a right hook to the body. Nice little jab from Dillian Whyte, throwing it out twice. Keeping Povetkin guessing, and that's the key, right? Keep Povetkin guessing. Dillian Whyte landed another right hand, big one, as Povetkin's trying to rush in. Povetkin doesn't know what to do, by the way. This is a fantastic Dillian Whyte performance, by the way. Fantastic. Again, let's not forget, this is the guy that knocked you out. Big right hand from Dillian Whyte here. Povetkin's done. Povetkin's done. Down. Down. He's done. He's in trouble. He is in big trouble this time. And they've called it off. Smart. Fight's over. Had to call it off. What a performance from Dillian Whyte. That there is a fantastic performance. That fantastic. Dillian Whyte is even going to get Povetkin a stool. That there was superb. Superb. I said 5, didn't I? I said 5. What was that? 4. I said 5. That was clinical. Clinical. Jeez. Like, he landed some great shots. Again, for someone that beat you first time round, for you to do that second time round, that was amazing. What a performance from Derek Chisora. But no, clinical. Clinical. Like, he landed at least, like, in that round there, at least 9 or 10 really good right hands. That's the best Dillian Whyte performance I think I've seen. The best Dillian Whyte performance I think I've seen. Again, with all the demons of the first fight, knowing that this guy can be hurt and come again, that was as good a performance as you can get. He hurt, yeah, who's saying this now? Rowan Perry hurt Povetkin in every single round. Every single round, he hurt Povetkin. And they're laughing and joking about it in the corner, but he hurt Povetkin every single round. Solid. Solid, man. Oh, John, someone's saying garbage stoppage. Huh? Trash stoppage. He's done. He was done. Trust me, he was done. A few of you thinking early stoppage. Interesting. I didn't see it as an early stoppage. Didn't see it as an early stoppage, peeps. That's interesting. That's interesting. I didn't see it. I thought it was a good stoppage because I thought he landed a few big punches. Like, he got a knockdown, he got up, finished him off. That's not an early stoppage, man. And let's not forget the towel came in as well. So it wasn't like the ref. It was both. The ref was, yes, but the towel was already coming in. Thing now is, what for Dillian Whyte now? Now, there's a couple of things here. If we don't get AJ Fury, and there's a bloody good chance we don't get it, what do you do now? Do you do AJ Dillian Whyte? Do you do that for a world title? Do you give him his world title shot? Do you do Whyte Fury? Do you do Whyte Fury and AJ Usyk? Is that what you do? No, he's hurt. Who said an early stoppage? Do people want people to die? He's done. He goes into the ropes. He's done. His legs, look, they know him better than we know him. People are saying Wilder. I like it. I like it. I like the idea of Wilder. I can't lie to you. Whyte Ruiz. Yeah, Ruiz gets past Areola, which he will. Good shout. Now, though, it's almost like he's completely erased that bang! Dillian Whyte's famous left hook. Jeez. He's completely erased the knockout in the last fight. That's a big fight for a man under pressure. You know what I like about how aggressive he was? And say, for example, okay, look at AJ versus Ruiz. AJ completely changed his style. And some people called it boring, whatever in it. But Dillian Whyte, as aggressive as ever. Like, I'm going to show you. Bang. They're showing the punches again. Nah, that's good. That is solid. That's a solid performance. To the point where he's right back in the mix. Right back in. He could fight any of the top guys right now, and it's a massive pay-per-view fight. Massive. Oh, here we go. Jason Eagles. Povetkin's absolutely shot to pieces. Can't believe that. Well, he wasn't shot to pieces because he knocked Dillian Whyte out last time. Joseph says, I've never clapped so much in my life for a fighter. I think I clapped as well. I thought it was that good a performance. I think I clapped. Pablo Gonzo says, Ade is in great shape. He is. He's in great shape. Matchroom stoppage, pathetic. Mark, so you mean Povetkin's towel coming in from his own corner? Not quite sure Matchroom had anything with that. Deccan says, this Whyte was great. This Whyte was fantastic, people. It was, honestly, let's give Whyte some credit. That was a fantastic performance. The Heat says, best we've seen from Dillian. Jab was very... Yeah, that's the best performance from Dillian Whyte I've ever seen. Ever. I thought it was very, very good early against Parker. I thought it was very good in the second fight against Chisora. Forget the knockdown, just his performance in general. But, yeah. Dillian Whyte is looking at the belt, like WBC belt, and asking, what belt's this? What kind of belt is this? Like, what is it? He's actually asking the question, look. He's actually asking the question, what is this belt? Almost like he doesn't want the belt. KRUK says Chisora versus Chisora next. Oh my God, how old are you? Jack Carter says, why doesn't Povetkin get a rematch? Because Povetkin doesn't want a rematch. There's no way Povetkin would want a rematch. No way, Jose. Whyte versus Joyce. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. Like, this is the guy that's been talking about world title fights, and you want him against Joe Joyce. He wants something big. He wants Fury, AJ, or Wilder are the only names that he wants. He doesn't want anyone else. And he deserves those guys. He deserves those guys now. So yeah, I think that's going to be what's next for him, and I think he deserves it. I want to see. Look, for me, this is it. I actually would love to see him versus Fury, just for the build-up. The build-up alone is going to be fantastic. I desperately want to see the Wilder fight. I'm not too bothered about the AJ rematch, and I would love to see him versus Ruiz. So those will be my three: Wilder, Fury, Ruiz. If we can't get any of those three, then I don't know, man. Then I'm not quite sure. Do you do the Hunter Hrgovic winner? Is that big enough? I don't know. Do you do the Usyk Joyce winner, which I don't even know what's going on with that? Is that big enough? I'm not quite sure. But for me, Andy Ruiz fights Areola, May, I can't remember what the date is now. The winner of that over here on pay-per-view is huge. It's a massive pay-per-view fight. Andy Ruiz versus Areola, as we wait to see what happens with AJ versus Fury, right? What was he saying? Ruiz is dangerous for him. Ruiz is dangerous to anyone. A light Ruiz is dangerous for anyone. George Archibald says, big up Whyte, great win. I feel he needs to sit on his Mando position. I must say he should stay away from Wilder and Ruiz. The problem is, if he sits on the mandatory position, which you're right, with what's going on with AJ and Fury, we don't know when that's going to be. Right now, if I'm Usyk and if I'm Dillian Whyte and if I'm the winner of Hrgovic versus Hunter, I'm like, give me my fights. They can't keep holding up the sport. This AJ Fury fight can't hold up the sport of boxing. As much as I want to see it, it can't. There's people out there that want their shots. And if AJ Fury is going to keep, like, what's going on, man? I don't know. RR175 says, Povetkin fought for the payday. What else is he going to fight for? It's a sport where you get paid. What you think you go into bruising fights like that? Not for, of course you fight for the payday. They all fight. Who do you think any of these fighters are fighting for free? Or they'll do it on voluntary service? Every sport fights for, every sport you're going to get paid for, right? I mean, I've never understood when people say he fights for a payday. Come on. It's a prize fighting. The prize is the money, not those pieces of plastic and metal and rubber. This is a good point. KRUK says Povetkin retires now. Great career. Yeah, I think maybe as well. I mean, look, there are other fights out there for him. I mean, he could fight Pulev, for example. But in terms of, yeah, I think he's done. I think I'd like to see him retire as well. I think he's had a good career. He's been in some big fights, made some good money. You think of the Klitschko fight, that was big money, that one was. AJ fight was big money. He even probably got decent pay for Fury and Price, and now 2 fights with Dillian Whyte, big money. So yeah, I'd like to see him call it quits. Dillian Whyte looks in great shape though. Honestly, really good performance from Dillian Whyte. His jab was good. Everything was good. Some people are saying drug test Dillian. No, I think there is VADA testing there. I think Eddie Hearn said there was VADA testing at this place. Finbar White says Dillian Whyte just said he'll fight Povetkin again. No point. There's no point at all. He hurt him. It was actually easy. And this is no disrespect to Povetkin, who I'm a big fan of. He hurt him easy. There's absolutely no point doing that fight again. No. Dan the Man says Hunter, Hrgovic, Ruiz all smoke White, let alone the big 3. Hunter smoke White. What? I saw Hunter go life and death with Povetkin. I saw it. Come on, man. What, because Hunter beat Ustinov and Bakoli, he smokes White? You don't think White would smoke Ustinov and Bakoli? People need to chill out. And why Hrgovic? We don't, what, because Hrgovic beat Molina and Tom Little? Where do people get this from? Come on, man. Stop it. Come on. Stop. Come on, man. What is it? Because White won and we didn't want him to win. We can't just throw those things out there. Can't just throw those things out there. You can't just say someone beats that person because I saw what Povetkin done to Hunter. That was a tough fight. Come on. Come on. Basic here says, I don't think White smokes Bakoli. I don't think White smokes him. I think he puts him on skates. Bakoli versus Kuzman was awful. Awful. I'm not high on Bakoli like most. I know people are, and this isn't disrespecting Bakoli, because look, it is what it is, but not for me. Oh shit, sorry dude. Quinn40 says, I sent a chat 10 minutes ago. I think you missed a couple. Povetkin was done midway through the 4th. He's a good poker face though. Yeah, very good poker face, but he was done. I mean, he got hit hard, and I sometimes felt like, again, I think White, people are going to cut me again. I think White would have got him out of there sooner if it wasn't for the first fight, where he had that reservations about, you know, running in and getting caught with something. White was good. White was good tonight, man. Let's give him credit. Let's give him credit. White was very, very good tonight. I know what we're doing already. People already are very much saying things like, oh, Povetkin was done, Povetkin, COVID. It was good tonight. What's that? Block Ahmed. What's Ahmed doing? Ah, Ahmed's doing nonsense. Let's hide you though. Cheers. Cheers, Big Matthews. Jab was lethal tonight, says Chris McCullen. Yeah, very, very good jab. Very good jab. What did you guys think of the whole card itself? I thought Wardley versus Molina, obviously embarrassing. Cheeseman versus JJ Metcalf was fantastic. And I'm forgetting the guy's name. Dillian Whyte's fighter. Oh, what's his name? I forget the card. The one that fought Super Feather. I thought he was impressive as well. Solid card, says Isaac Santos. Ruiz smokes them all. Strange how we do this in boxing, man. No, not Pfeiffer. No, not him. Not Nick Webb Pfeiffer was that's it. Yusuf Kamari. Thought he was really good, by the way. Congo wasn't good at all for me. No, I wasn't impressed with Congo. I think Yusuf Kamari was really good. White versus Wilder would be tasty. The build-up would be tasty indeed. The build-up will be very tasty. We'll see. What are they doing? What are they giving Dillian Whyte here? What is that? What was that? They just gave him something from the WBC. I didn't even see what that was. Despite this, I still can't see him beating the big three, Ruiz or Usyk. Ruiz, why is Ruiz in there? Why do we feel like he can't? Ruiz is good, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. This like strange. Oh, they gave him a gold coin. Is that the one with his face on? Okay. Interesting. I want to see Whyte versus AJ. That would be good. That would be a good fight, by the way. That would be a good fight. Ruiz versus AJ. That would be a good fight. Ruiz is overrated, says Oztas. No, Ruiz is good. He's not overrated. He's good. That guy fucked up AJ. It's a good fighter. Let me tell you now, even in the second fight, Ruiz done something. Like Ruiz, for a guy that is clearly overweight, if he can get down to somewhere between 240 and 250, he's a problem. He is a problem. There we go. Whyte is overrated. No one's overrated Whyte. In fact, we've underrated Whyte all the time. We boxing fans are very funny, aren't we? We are very, very fickle. All right, guys. Wait, let's see. Last 5 minutes. What's the time? 23. Jesus Christ. I've been going for 4 hours, you know. Jeez. Ruiz, HK says Ruiz got that Mexican beef now. Man gonna be a rocket. I've not seen this. Someone says, did you see Ruiz's promo video on his YouTube? I didn't see it. Are you guys crazy? Lee King Enos says, come on now, they stay on a bit. Only just got here. Bruv, I can't. I've been here for a long time. Curtis Harvey says, are you going for a live for UFC fight? No, I'm not. Karma Serene. Highly rated endurance, Ade. I don't even know how to take that. Jeez. Andy Stone says, thanks for the company, Ade. Thank you, peeps. Sharon Burns says, look at the shape on him now. Sai H says, how do you never go to the loo in 3 to 4 hours? Because I don't drink water during it. I don't drink water. Guys, don't forget, yeah, all of you guys that are tuning in now, the hundreds of you, my show, TalkSport 2, Monday to Friday, 1 to 5, tune in. You know, actually, this Monday, we're going to try and get Dillian Whyte on. So we have a boxing show, me and Gareth A. Davis, between 4 and 5. We're going to talk boxing and we're going to talk MMA, and we're definitely going to try and get Dillian Whyte on. So make sure you tune in for that one. It's going to be fun speaking to the body snatcher again. Because what we do, like, the show's an hour long. So the first 30, 40 minutes is just boxing, and then we'll do a bit of MMA on it. So make sure you tune in. Should be fun, man. Should be fun. Finbar White, last super chat, says, I think Hearn needs White to lose, hence why he wants him to fight again soon. I'm not sure about that one. All right, guys, we are outie. It's been fun. It's been a long one. I can't believe we've done 4 hours, but we did 4 hours. Oh, I'm tired. My legs are hurting. I'm out of here. Peace and love, homies.